Good evening, folks. Cliff here with Foxwood Outdoors. As you can kind of see, partially clean today. A little fat in the face, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. So I'm going to sit here and ramble for a random minute or two so everyone can roll on in. I'll be getting tonight's festivities underway here shortly. I'm currently full of chocolate chips and pizza, so I don't know how well that's going to sit tonight, but good evening, Grace. How's it going? How you feeling tonight? Hope all is well. Oh, I am currently struggling digestively. Should have been able to eat that whole pizza, but no, couldn't do it. Could not do it. But anyways, hope we are all doing fine, well tonight. Let me get my chair adjusted so I'm not all sitting all lower than beans. Evening, Rob. How's it going? And so now with Rob entering the field, I can now proceed to hear his words in his native language or tongue or dialect, however you would like to place it. And there's Mr. Jason, who I did not see yesterday on Dez's live, which was shocking because I thought he would be over there. Dude, what is? I just washed my mouse pad and it's dirty. Thanks, camera, much appreciated. Apparently, it did not like me adjusting. There we go. Well, that is weird. That's really weird. Footloose and fancy free there. Nice, nice. Did you go out and do anything else? Suited and booted? Oh, or has the storms subsided in your neck of the woods? Good evening, Cecilia. How's it going? Many people here tonight, which is good. Starting off strong, starting off strong. That's the way I like to see it. Ooh, I forgot to bring those guys back. Shit. Sandwich. Well, crap stacks. Forgot to do some stuff before 6 o'clock, and yeah, that was almost 40 minutes ago, so oops. But anyways. Oh, stuffing things in. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I would give this camera a break, but it's already been taking more breaks than I have. But yeah, I don't know. This thing is weird. I feel like my whole head is just like lopsided. I don't know why. If it's the position of this camera, I don't know. I have the camera is dead in line with the camera on my PC, and I'm like staring directly at it, but I feel like my head's like shifted like 4 degrees. I don't know if that's maybe because it's just the way I'm reading the chat, or is because of where the screen on my like where this thing is at versus where my chat is at. Yeah, Lost Product T. How you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. No, I don't know. I just like on camera, I just feel like everything's off. Like it feels like my head is just went, and I don't know if it's just because I'm a fat bastard or. Yeah, and it's really funny is this the tripod this thing actually has a spirit level on it. The funny thing is I actually have one right here too. I have the little magnetic one from. God, I think I got this one from Lowe's. Let me reset to 0 here, and I mean I can set it on here, but the problem is this thing is wicked heavy, like wicked heavy. Like, this thing probably weighs like a good pound and a half. It's like solid. You know, dead honest, I have no idea what the hell this thing's actually made out of. It's apparently cast aluminum. with two big old magnets in it and a stainless steel hex nut. Well, that's interesting. There ain't a single bit of metal on here. Like, none. Everything is like stainless or aluminum. Sorry, that was my lens. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... I do have a wonky head. Could be possibly that because my back is out, been out all day, my posture is just tweaked. And it could also be this damn chair, because this chair kind of sits cattywampus. What's up, Blake? While I'm at it, since Blake is here early, might as well give him the double digits. That way he doesn't feel unwelcomed. Evening, Rob. How's it going? And there's Colin. Good to see you. Most everybody's here tonight, so that is good. I'm going to get away from my phone today. Unless I needed to look something up. This is going to go over here in the corner. That's going to go over there. Oh, I got stuff I got to deal with over here. Shit. Oh, man, I am prepared for today and not prepared for the day. Okay, charging. We're good there. Ooh. Ooh. According to Blake, he got it bad. Yeah, Georgia got whacked hard. Yeah, yeah, you guys got nailed. Like, that thing was just tore right through where you're at. Rob, don't listen to him. Colin's lying. He's straight lying out of his butt. He's been trying to get a hold of you about your car's extended warranty. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to. I couldn't not do it. Oh, yeah, dude, that hurricane tore through like 3 states. Ooh. Who even Colin gave me the middle finger for that one? Sorry, I had to get that joke. Somebody's needed to. Oh no. That is unfortunate, Blake. Hopefully it was the roof. It wasn't the roof to the house, was it? Or was it like the roof to the shed or the garage? That definitely sucks, man. My camera's gonna be weird tonight, so this is gonna be a fun night of focus, hocus pocus, camera focus. I don't have feathers. Thank you very much, Jason. Mr. Hunter of the Pests, door out. I have not. I'm sad. Oh, by the way, I'm sadly disappointed. I bought a thing of Red Bulls, like a case of Red Bulls, and I misread the box. So I have little Red Bulls instead of the big ones. So I'm going to have to use a can and a half tonight, which is a little annoying. Well, if you got no leaks, then that's definitely a plus. Do you have the standard shingles, or did you have like a steel roof? And my camera's going to be a little weird today, folks. I don't know what it is doing. It is... There we go. I'm definitely going to have to start investing in a new one. I think it was shingles on. I think he's got the shingles, the standard shingles on house. At the moment, I'm drinking water. I was drinking Mio Berry Blast Hydrate liquid squirty flavor stuff, but God, that stuff is this one is terrible. I don't know what they did to it. But my normal beverage is a nice, heavily flavored dark tea. Aluminum. What the hell? Aluminum shingles. Yeah, I'm gonna get my YouTube chat up here in a second. 1 second. Oh, kind of like aluminum siding, but shingle style. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, those will hold up a little bit more, have a little bit more durability than your standard tar and paper shingle. Those actually probably saved your roof from being destroyed. But it also depends on the size of the tree that landed on it. I'm 100% sure that the only thing that ever goes in this bottle is water. Nothing ever goes in here except for water and ice cubes. That's why I have this bottle. This is my flavored water, and this is my regular water. And this is the only stick. This is the only bottle that has my keep it spicy sticker on there. I need uh, I need to get another one from Phil. I need to get another one of these, or I'll see what he's got for stickers this season. So about the same as last week for prices on that one. Might as well get, since Colin threw it in there, might as well get the usuals out the way. Go ahead and throw your weather in there, your price per gas, and your price per meat. You can do chicken or beef or both if you have the numbers for the knowledge on both of them. All right, so okay, so yeah, not too bad then. So yeah, those those shingles actually saved your roof from being completely destroyed. Because if that tree would have fallen on a normal tile, I'd have poked a hole right through your subroof. Ooh, nice. That's actually a good price right there. Good evening, Deb. How's it going? Nice. I'm gonna let y'all continue to throw the prices in for all of that. I will get back to y'all in just a brief moment. I have to go take care of something. let's get back to the grind. I didn't wash my glass out, but Jesus, look at my whole thing is just like completely covered in frost. And yeah, like I said, I was mad because I bought I bought a 12 pack of these damn 8 ounce cans. I got home and I set the box down. I was like, why does that box look so small? And yeah, it's because I bought the 8 ounce cans. Goddamn, I was pissed. I'm getting there, Jesus Christ, Ola. Give me a second. I gotta figure out my shit here because I'm not used to drinking these crappy 8.5 ounce cans. So let's see. Tin roofs are not necessarily the way to go, in my opinion. A tin roof is basically something you would put on a shed for like a storage shed, but like if you want good roofing, you want a steel roof, or I guess kind of like similar to what Blake has, I guess, at this point, which is like thick aluminum shingles. I think that's about a half a can. I don't know. I'm hard to judge because I can't see through the damn can. I have on my house, I have a steel roof. But you definitely need more of that can in there. Alright, that should be where I need it. And if not, this is going to be a light drink today. I don't know where to set it back on the floor like I normally have it. Let's see. Oh, not bad. $8 for 6 pounds or 3 pounds. I gotta find my stirring unit. Brother, where are you? There you are. Stirring unit is clean. Let's see, $8.76 for 3 pounds of chicken breast, which is pretty good. We got $2.89 here. Isn't that funny? Right before election. Let's see. Temp is 80, gas is $2.79, and $2.60 for okay, gotcha. $2.70, so basically $2.80 to $3 for gas. I mean, meat. Man, don't buy beef, still too expensive, still eating from my freezer. Yeah, it's always better to find the beef when it's on sale. That we can. Oh, speaking of which, sorry, licking the crap out of this thing and talking about beef. I just remembered. Right now, I'm going to do this for you guys. This doesn't really help me out any, but it'll help you out. I don't have an account with these. I don't have any affiliation with them, other than the fact that I like to purchase their food stocks. Give me 1 second. I am going to throw a link in the chat for those who would like to purchase these particular items. If you are interested, like I said, the link will be in here. They are running at the moment a massive sale on some stuff. I'm going to just check, make sure that this particular code that I'm about to throw in here works for you. Just give me a brief moment to make sure I have everything correct. All right, good. All right, so scroll back up here in just a moment to grab everything else. I'm going to throw this here for now. For those of you who are interested, Mountain House is doing a massive sale on the year-end sale or holiday sale for a lot of stuff. Colin, there is an item in there for which you will enjoy, and it's like a third the price of the can normally is. So go check out that link there, folks. That is from Mountain House. I did get an email from them like 2 days ago, yesterday. I was looking at that. I was going through some of their stuff. I'm actually half tempted to spend about $200 just getting some random food, because they have some huge sales going right now, and I mean huge. Ryan, yes, I remember you as well. Good to see you this week. Oops. Meh. Don't like drinking it with that thing sticking out. Anyways, going back. Good evening, Amanda. Good to see you. Sorry, I was in the middle of doing stuff today. Let's see. Colin told by my doctor that I can't drink alcohol, so I need a. But yeah, I'm definitely the designated drinker. It's either me or Blake, or Jason, depending on the situation. I ate a pizza and I was snacking on gummy worms and some M&Ms, and I had like a small handful of Skittles. Everyone's saying hello to everybody, which is good. Oh, TLP, I did this quick on the fly about hour and a half ago, just so I would stop looking semi-homeless. But I got to get all of this fuzzy, mushroomy horse crap cleaned up so I can have my top cover. I just haven't had a chance to. I was going to do it yesterday, but I got sidetracked doing some other stuff. So I'll most likely end up doing it tomorrow if I have time. I'm also going to be working on trying to making a slight adjustment on my shed project outside. And then I got to start working on getting that squared away. The original height that I had for that, I like the original height. I need to make an adjustment because the panels that I bought for it, for the shading, it did. I'm basically doing 2-layer shading. I'm doing shade cloth, and then I'm doing lattice panels. So shade cloth is going to go up against the framework, and then the lattice panels are going to go against that. It's essentially going to create like a, I don't know, I guess layering. So yeah, I'm layering shade on that. So it's going to be, sun will be able to penetrate it, but it won't be like extremely harsh because I'm going to have the grids from the lattice panels. So what I have to do is, because the lattice panels are only, I think they're like 4 feet high, I have to shorten my front wall like 3-4 inches because I want the lattice panel to be the same shape, exact same measurements as the outside diameter of the frame wall or the stud wall. So I have to readjust. The length of it is perfect. I've already checked it. I have to cut off like a foot of the end of the lattice, but that'll be fine because I have to make an overhang, or I guess a cross brace on the top, because right now I just have like a 7-foot door. I only need that like 6.5 feet because it's not like I'm gonna pogo stick through the damn entrance. So I'm gonna make a cross member. What the hell is a door frame brace? Whatever the hell you want that I got to put on there. I'm gonna do probably about 6 inches, maybe 7 inches, because I don't need to, walk through 8 mile or a 7-foot doorway, like I said. So I'll be readjusting that. I guess door frame header. Oh, evening, good evening, Mac and Ian. Mac is a tech, is a smack, is a rack, is a crackus. Oh no, AI is never going to get better. The reason why is because it eats too much of our power. That's the reason why a lot of the power grids having wonky problems too, is because everybody's trying to run AI. They need to delete the AI programs. They just got to get rid of them. That's the biggest cause for essentially slow internet, because it's trying to use all the bandwidth for 5G. Not as bad, Ryan, but it's all good. We've been there, done that. I've done that same thing. So yeah, exactly. Cheers. Colin's essentially got our hairstyle. His just starts from the back. Not the stroganoff. Colin, they have the number 10 can of the breakfast skillet for like $29. Yeah, you'll start seeing them if you choose specific ones. Oh, sorry. The breakfast skillet can is $35.80. I was half tempted to get me the big old can of biscuits and gravy, but that's not the one I wanted. The one I really wanted was the where'd it go? Damn it! Did I pass it? I think I passed it. There it is. The can of beef stew for $33. That's like half price. Normally, one of those, like a package, one package of beef stew is like $14 for just a pack. Let's see. Classic beef stew. Ooh, they don't have it and they changed it again. Scrambled egg. Oh, I was like, I thought that said, thought I read that as unscrambled eggs and scrambled cured bacon. I was like, what the heck? Wow, they really do not have the chili mac or the beef stew in the pouches anymore. That sucks. That was actually one of the better meals. The same with the chili mac with beef for $26. I mean, for that price, that's normally the price of like two packages. And I know how big a number 2 can is, or number 10 can. I have tons of those things everywhere. That's a good 5 or 6 meals out of there, easy. Which is, I guess, would be the reason why they're normally $55 for some of these. Hey, Rabbit, how's it going? Good to see you. Yep, they can do whatever the hell they want. I've known about that since Friday. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, whatever. Strapping young lads. Why does that already seem like it's a band name? Also, hello, Drops. How's it going? We're not talking about food. Well, I guess technically we are, but yeah, there was the beef stew, the biscuits and gravy, the breakfast skillet, and I know there was another, the chili mac, the fettuccine with Alfredo, or the fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. Those are actually pretty decent. That's not too bad. I would go with a solid bucket, but I just no. There's something about those. I was actually half tempted to get the rice and chicken can for $20. But the problem is, I feel like you have to eat the whole can all at once, because unless you sit there and you stick that on a tumble mixer, because over time, all of your powder that is mixed in with the rice and chicken is going to sink to the bottom. So you're going to go in there with, say, like a cup. You're going to scoop it out. You're going to put it in the water, and that's just going to have no flavor because all of your flavor's at the bottom. So you're going to get down to the last 2 or 3 cups worth of rice, and all your rice and chicken and flavoring is all going to be at the bottom of the can. So I almost feel like the easier way for them to do this would be to individualize the packets of seasoning for the chicken and rice, like in individual packages. So if that's, I don't know, let's take a quick check at this just because I want to see. 30-year taste. That's wonderful. I want to know how many portions are in this damn thing. Yeah, piss off. I already know. specs would be nice. Nope. Down at the bottom of the page. Can I find what I'm looking for? No, I cannot. I wanted to see how many servings are in the can. Made in the U.S. Just add water. Ready in minutes. Recycling package. Oh, here we go. Ingredients, nutrition. Oh, 9 servings per container. And the serving size is 1 cup dry mix. 1 cup dry mix does not make 1 cup prepared. I guarantee that's like a cup and a half. As we all know that rice expands. So that's 9 servings per container at a single. So that's 9 cups of rice and chicken in there for roughly $19. So like $1.30 per serving, give or take. Sorry, $2.30 per serving. Yeah, if I do, man, I didn't want to use my calculator because I have to do math. But this is just on the rice and chicken, just for random purposes. Who messaged me? I just clicked on completely the wrong thing. Thank God that went to Google. I don't know why. Oh, Blake sending me photos of his destroyed house. Damn, that destroyed Blake's tree. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a shed roof right there, Blake. That's exactly what I was talking about. Typical shed roof. Corrugated tin on 2x4 runners. Actually, those might be 2x1s. God, man, that's like it like took the whole shed and just dropped it on your property. That's nuts. At least the house is safe. Yeah, I can see the tree leaning up against it. Not a big tree. So yeah, you got lucky on that one. That's a lot of free firewood, though. Anyways, going back to what I was originally trying to do is get to the calculator. That's, let's say 20 divided by 9. So $2.22 per serving. That's, honestly, in my opinion, cheaper than beans. Because if you got the $30, the $40 original price, you're looking at $4.40, $4.44 per serving, which still ain't bad for, a cup of rice. You can probably charge you 3 times that for a same amount of meal at a restaurant. Hey, Howie, how's it going, man? So I suppose I can show you guys. I mean, give me a second here. Present screen. So this is what I'm looking at. So this is the can. This is number 10 can of rice and chicken. These are the... Let me check to see if this is actually changing over on me. Yeah, there's the overview. I can't really make this too big. This is already full screen as it is, at least on my side. So you've got the gluten-free, artificial, no artificial, blah, 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 preservatives. You got essentially what's all in there. Chicken fat, seasoning, sea salt, pepper, sage, turmeric, thyme, celery seeds, cornstarch seasonings, yeast extract, salt, flavor, cane sugar, more yeast extract, chicken flavor, and more. And then you go to the nutrition. So nutrition is telling you got 9 servings per container at $19.75, so essentially $20 per can. You're looking at a breakdown of essentially 9 cups is what I'm guessing is what they have in here. So those might actually not be the number 10 cans. I think that might be a number 8. But if you're feeding a good amount of people, might as well just use the whole can. Because again, you mix this with a side of veggies, a little bit of salad. Yeah, you can, feed a good amount of people, but according to what this says, is you got serving sizes 1 cup, dry mix, and then it makes 1 cup prepared. Somehow I don't believe that, but 15 milligrams of cholesterol, shit ton of salt, Jesus. 220 milligrams of potassium, that's not too bad. No calcium unless you want to add like cream to it, make a kind of like potato soup style. But yeah, there's that. Don't know how long this sale is going to go. This is a fall sale, so it's probably going about a week to 2 weeks, and then they'll probably end it. Ooh, damn. Oh, show us Blake's. Sorry, Grace. Let's see. I'm as big screen as I can possibly get, but actually do this. So that is the tin roof from one of his neighbors that he pulled off of his house. And then that's the picture of his house. Lots of downed trees. Lots of downed trees. So Blake is going to become an arborist for the next couple of days, chopping down trees. Jason sent me photos too. I did not realize this. Everybody's sending me stuff. Ooh, Jason's sending me a picture of P. Jason's peas doing fantastic. Climbing real well. TLP, there is no way I'm going to lose that much weight that fast. And Amanda says 800. Oh, boo. I seen you in there, Amanda. I seen you in there. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough. Well, I have room, but I just don't have the need for 5 pounds of beans and 5 pounds of. I have like 25 pounds of rice sitting under my desk right now. I haven't even touched it. It's been sitting there for a year and a half. And sugar, I go through too much sugar because I got hummingbirds. And my computer is going to be weird again. So let's see if this thing will decide to focus. Don't know what's going on. So. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be harvesting some of my stuff too here shortly, Howie. My plants are starting to die off. Deb's neighbor's dog got skunked. That sucks. Yeah, they're definitely good for camping containers. I mean, essentially, if you really wanted to, those number 10 cans. I mean, you can technically cook in them. I don't recommend doing it a lot because they do have a liner on the inside, and my camera's pissing me off right now. It's like every other standard soup can. You can cook them on, in the can every couple, once in a while, but not constantly because you will get sick. Camera, seriously, like, why are you being a twizat? Oh my god, this thing's gonna be a turd. I hate having to do this constantly. Yeah, sorry, Jason. I just happened to get that email yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I'm going live on Saturday. I'm going to have to give that link to everybody so they can go and possibly buy some stuff for them. No, that was not his tin roof. That was the neighbor's shed. from the looks of it. That was the it basically just ripped the shed frame or the shed walls right off. For the first time ever, or for the first time since you've been down there? Dead. She's having Synapses connectivity issues. Her internal internet is not working apparently. Yeah, so are mine. Well, actually, no, I don't have any green beans at the moment. I have black turtle bush beans, and all of my plants are just going nuts right now. Oh, so okay, okay, there you go, Deb. I need a lot of new things, but at the moment I'm not gonna until I actually break 1,000 subs and start getting somewhere. I'm not gonna waste my money on a camera. Yep, that's a good way to do it. I got a couple of those in my bag too. What about 8 of them in the actual container they come in, and then I just add some other stuff to it. It's going good. I haven't worked on it in the last 2 days just because yesterday I didn't have much time to do it by the time I got home. Also had to unload a pallet out of my truck and 6 more fence posts that I got for free. So there was that. I did buy some more 2x4s, but I'm going to go buy some more because I have to rebuild an entire wall. So I need a couple more just so I have enough for the structural framework. And then again, I have to readjust the length of a door, the width of my door. I have like a 38-inch wide door right now, and I really don't need it that wide. I'm actually going to narrow it down to about 2.5 feet. So I have to extend one of my walls, which extending the wall is not going to be a problem. I'm just going to have to cut new cross pieces for my horizontals to space in there. So I'll have to cut those an extra 4 or 5 inches longer, 4 to 6 inches longer. So there'll be that. So I'll probably do a little bit of work on that tomorrow because I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. I don't have to do anything. I do believe tomorrow is the restart of Sunday Fun Day with Joe over on. God damn it! I forgot his channel name. Beans. Damn, I forgot Joe's channel name. Oh, I feel stupid right now. Oh my god. Oh, my brain just took a complete 180 and said, I'm going back that way. God damn it. I don't know. I can't remember the name of Joe's channel, and I don't know why. But Sunday Fun Day will be returning, I believe, tomorrow. So there's that. But I don't know if I'll be able to watch that while I'm working outside because I want to try to get. I want to get the. The door is and isn't essential, but it's a shade house, not a actual living structure. It's essentially something I can take apart real easy and transport to another location if absolutely necessary. The reason why I'm building the shade house, for those of you who are just now hearing about this, is during the summertime. Even with my greenhouse where it sits, I have like 5 hours of direct sunlight on the other side of the wall. I have 16-inch thick, basically rammed earth and concrete walls. The sun blares on these walls, heats them up all day long, and the walls themselves are in the sunlight for like 10 hours. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Garden State Gardener. So I'm building a shade house out here so I can protect some of my plants. I have a lot of plants that they will always claim that they like full sun, which is 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, but not in the conditions to where my sunlight is at. We're talking, 8 to 10 hours of sun, or 6 to 8 hours of sunlight where, you have a high level of moisture or some sort of humidity in there. So places like Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, freaking, now I forgot where Joe's at. Oh my God. All the like northeastern states up in that area. Places like mostly like some areas of California, Florida, some of the coastal states, you can do 6 to 8 hours of sun there because it's a more moist, wet climate. But down here, I'm dry, and I have sun that'll burn you. If you're out there for too long without a shirt, you'll be toasted in like 2 hours, literally. So I'm building a shade house for goddamn fucking camera. I swear to God, I literally moved a half an inch and that thing went freaking haywire. Oh yeah, you're telling me, Jason. I don't know what the hell's going on. This shit hit 93 again today, making me mad. No, not my house. No, this is just essentially a shade structure. So yeah, it's just something that I can add some more plants in a controlled area, so I'm not tripping over them. Oh, you need to come down here. Ask Jason. Jason knows. We live in the probably one of the more, I feel like the harshest areas for sunlight. Microclimate, yeah, for the most part. I'm just trying to keep my certain shade tolerant or heat tolerant plants from wasting away in the sun. Technically, it's yellow. Amanda, I want you to come down here in the summertime for like 2 weeks, mid-July. You won't be happy. You want to sit inside an air-conditioned house all day. It's greenhouse gases. That's the cause of all of that. Get rid of that comment, I guess. Yuma, Texas, or is that Yuma, Texas, or Arizona? It's got to be take Arizona, Utah, or Nevada, one of the three out of states. I'm never happy with our summers. Yeah, I got plenty of time to do stuff, but Jesus Christ, it's hotter than a damn oven out there. Lost, you have glasses, don't you? I feel that comment right there almost tells me that you have glasses now. I never liked looking at the sun, even when I was a kid. Didn't even like being out in the sun when I was a kid. It's because that's supposedly the angry overlord that it's just like a kid with a magnifying glass on an anthill trying to play God. It's the same aspect. Our atmosphere is a magnifying lens. And also stops technically a lot of electronic equipment from working outside of our atmosphere, but yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories on that one. But anyways, so those odd things aside, so working on the shade house, gonna have to harvest some stuff. I gotta have a whole bunch of hot peppers this season, or well, hot-ish peppers, not super hot. My Peter peppers are going absolutely nuts right now. I got 3 plants just crapping out peppers. And I need to probably harvest those tonight or tomorrow before they get too overripe and they start getting all soggy. Jalapenos are doing fantastic. My Tabasco plants, I have 1 Tabasco plant in the main planter up front. And I think it's 1 plant. I have a secondary stem coming off of it, but I don't know if that's actually coming off the base of the plant or if that's a secondary stem coming, like, growing next to it. But yeah, that thing is about 2.5 feet tall, give or take, maybe 2 feet, about 2.5 feet wide. And that thing probably has about 200 peppers on it right now. But I have learned an interesting way to prune and groom your peppers so you don't have essentially a pepper bush. You can get a pepper tree. Okay. See ya. Have a good one, Deb. Be well, be safe. Don't do anything that Colin would do. Gotcha. Brewster's getting the foodies. So hopefully this season, if I'm absolutely lucky, I should have enough peppers to make a solid batch of seasoning, of pepper seasoning. Good night, Deb. Be well, be safe. Take care, and we'll see you next week. The problem with pepper plants is they don't have a sucker vine. What you would consider a sucker vine on a tomato plant, you need that on the pepper plant because that's the part that grows the pepper. Now, when your pepper's growing, for those of you who don't grow peppers, I have seen some videos of people doing it, and I never understood why. But they'll get, like, when the pepper is like 3-4 inches tall, they basically strip the bottom half of the plant with leaves. Well, they're all depending on the height of the plant. I mean, they're all, yeah. But I do make those ones. But yeah, they strip like the bottom half of the leaves, so you only get the top couple of leaves, and then they'll start branching out. As the plant gets taller, you just start snipping off or pinching off those runners or branches, and then you get a very stout, fat-stalked plant, essentially like a tree, and all your growth is at the top. So you'll have a full stem, probably 6, 8, 10 foot long, but your plant gets thicker because all the weight is on top, and as the wind moves it back and forth, it strengthens the stalk of the plant, or the root stock as well. So, yeah, I go out there and I trim my plants. I make sure I don't have anything that's within 6 inches of the ground, and it's basically all one stem for like 6 to 8 inches. And I've been doing that on all my pepper plants this year, except for the Peter peppers, because I honestly was not sure those plants were going to make it. So I just left them, and they bushed out. I could have trimmed those. Problem is they kind of grew sideways. Same thing with my jalapenos. My jalapenos laid down and then grew up, so I've got zigzag roots. So I will not be able to use those pepper plants next year. Unfortunately, I will not be growing stronger, better peppers from the same plants. I will have to start from scratch again, which takes forever because I don't grow my jalapenos pre-season. I'll throw the seeds out there in like May, first, second week of May. I'll throw them out there in the planter, cover them with stuff. I'll probably do 2 pods worth of seeds out there, and if I get 8 or 10 of them to germinate, I'm fine with that, because half of them are going to die off anyway, and then I'm going to end up with like 4 or 5 really strong pepper plants that'll do the same thing they did last year and just pop out peppers like crazy. So that's how I do them. The Peter peppers were the only ones that I actually tried to physically germinate before the season. I had started off with 10, went down to 7, Those 7 stayed alive. I planted those 7. 4 of them died off within 3 weeks. Regular peppers or just peppers in general for that one, their drops. But I think even with the 3 plants that I have, I'm going to net about 3 to 4 pounds of peppers. I think I have taken some to work a few times. So between my 6 or 7 jalapeno plants, my 3 Peter peppers, and the like 8 Tabasco plants that I have, the 1 cherry pepper plant, and my 1 habanero plant, which I'm hoping still gets enough sunlight to continue to grow and process. I think that's the only one I really want to pull in for the winter and try to see if I can't keep that one alive to start growing it again. And there's Amanda. Welcome back. Got you. Yeah, I've got, for some reason, I'm really good at growing jalapenos. I can get like 3 or 4 plants and they just go crazy. But again, it's a matter of trimming the lower stems so you get essentially a pepper plant that grows the same way a fruit tree would grow. So far, that method has been working real well on the other peppers that I've been growing. So I've been happy with the results on that. So we'll see what it does. I mean, I've still got another month and a half, give or take, of fairly decent weather. Yeah, I was, yeah, with most tomatoes, yes. Unfortunately there are some tomato plants that where if you pinch off the sucker plant or the sucker vine, you don't get no tomatoes because that's where the tomatoes grow, which is really weird because a lot of gardeners tell you if you want a better harvest on your tomatoes, pinch off the suckers. I can never remember, and Jason will back me up on this, at some point, the difference between determinate and indeterminate freaking tomatoes. I can never remember. I have seen so many videos on how they explain what is what. And to be dead honest, I can't wrap my head around it. Same with potatoes. You have your determinate and indeterminate potatoes. Some potatoes will only grow around where you plant the potato. And then other potatoes, as they set roots, they'll set little nods or nodules or nodes, and they'll, down 3-4 inches, that'll grow a potato. As that root expands, it'll send another node, go down 3 more 4 inches, you get another potato. I can't ever figure out which one's which. I don't know if I can honestly do pickled eggs. I could probably maybe do a water glassed egg, but honestly, a pickled egg, I don't think I'd be able to do it. Like, at all. Yeah, I've never, to be dead honest, I don't think I've ever tried cowboy candy. But, I mean, if I get enough peppers this year, I mean, drop, since you make cowboy candy, what is the base minimum of peppers you need for, like, seriously, camera, I'm literally staring right the fuck at you. Why? I literally hadn't even moved. Piece of shit. Being all stupid today. So anyways, as I'm going back to asking drops, what is the minimum base weight or the minimum weight value you need to make cowboy candy? Oh, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one there. I had a Roma tomato plant growing. It did not give me all of my tomatoes all at once. I harvested probably 15 pounds worth of tomatoes off that over like a course of like 3 or 4 months. The Romas grow almost kind of like grapes, but they're not quite grapes. They grow in little clusters of like 3 to 5, and it's really weird. It's similar to what, like, you'd go to the marketplace or the stores, and you'd get those so-called organic tomatoes, and they come on the little vine, and there's usually like 4 or 5 stuck on there. That's how Romas grew, or that's how my Roma tomatoes grew. I would get these little clusters of like 3 to 5, and like I had one plant. The bottom of that plant was shit, probably about as thick as the bottom of this, and that's one of those holiday Tootsie Roll banks. So that's like 2.5 inches or 2 inch. Yeah, 2.5 inches. The base of that thing was, yeah, 2.5 inches. That thing was massive. It literally looked like a tree. I had supports under it everywhere, and it was breaking the supports because the damn plant was that heavy. I was getting more tomatoes than what I could do with. I was giving tomatoes away, and I was still running out of people to give tomatoes to, because it was just giving me tomatoes like by the pound. Yeah, I've got the spot that they grew, we did not plant them. Over the course of a couple of months, we had made a compost bucket, basically 5-gallon bucket. Myself and the family, anything that's green or organic goes in that bucket after it's either unable to be used or just can't be used in general. It goes in that bucket, sits out in the bucket, dump the bucket out in the garden. This was the rose garden back on the other side of the property. We always dumped it in the same spot. Due to the composition of the soil, apparently there was some tomato seeds in there, and they germinated, and that freaking plant just went nuts. Little tiny area, not more than 3 or 4 feet wide, about 3 feet deep, surrounded by like 4 or 5 foot high rose bushes, and that thing grew like a damn weed. I was cutting branches off trying to reduce the weight of the plant, and I think that only made it grow faster. Five to 8 pints. What do you consider a huge bowl? Like, are we talking like a 4-quart mixing bowl, 8-quart mixing bowl? Like, because you can tell me a huge bowl, but do you have like a size basis, something I can compare it with? Okay, I'll have to check that out too. If I will definitely have to check that out. Yeah, I don't grow in zone 8. So my zone is 7A/7B, but I think it's because of the climate shift. It's going more towards zone B, so 7B. I'm moving more into the zone 7B. I can still work 7A products in zone 7B. It's not. It's really, literally a matter of probably a couple of miles or temperature range, so it shouldn't be much of an issue trying to get that to go. 36-inch bowl. That's a bathtub for dogs. Jesus Christ, that's a huge bowl. Who the hell has a 36-inch bowl? Nobody I know. That's insane. I think the largest bowl I have is like 14 inches. Drops over here talking about a small swimming pool. That is still a lot of peppers, though. That is a lot of peppers. Actually, funny thing is, I think the largest bowl I have in the entire house, I have 2 of them right in front of me, and they're pink. And they're technically not mine. They're actually from a hospital. They're the barf bowls or barf buckets. And I have 2 of those. And I think those are about 3.5 gallons each, maybe. He's looking at us. Is that a 16 inch by 34 inch, or is that 16 foot by 34 foot? Because a 16 by 34 is not a small swimming pool. Because yeah, nobody's got enough room in there. Nobody I know has a 3 foot freaking bowl. That's killing me. So it's okay. 16 by 34. That's a decent sized pool. That's almost an Olympic sized pool. Yeah, 36 inches as wide as well. Standard door is 32 inches. I think it's 36 to 38 for handicap accessible doorways. But I believe the standard doorway is 32 to 34. But it also depends on the doorway. If it's a main doorway or door frame, if it's an emergency door frame, or if it's a bedroom door. Bedroom doors are usually typically smaller. They run the 30 to 34 inch range or 30 to 32 inch range. Let me elaborate on that one here. So my door frame is 30 1/4 inches. So I think a standard internal door is between 28 and 32 inches. External doors can run 34 to 38, but it also depends on whether or not, like I said, it's a handicap accessible doorway. Most of the time you have to have a slightly wider entrance door for handicap access, so you're going to run 36 to 40. Some of them have actually seen a 42-inch wide door, and that is literally to allow wheelchair access or anybody with a mobility cart. Yeah, Drops over here killing me like, bro, who the hell has a 3 foot bowl like at the swimming pool? Those he said 3 feet, and I'm like, I was thinking one of those big old metal steel tubs that has the 2 handles on the sides. Jason knows exactly which one I'm talking about because he sells them where he works. Those like metal wash tubs. And camera, like, seriously, what is your issue today? I'm the one fucking drinking. Dude, seriously. There we go. All right, much better. Jason says 2. I'm assuming for another one. Apparently, 36 inches. I'm seriously. You said that drops. I was like, who the hell has a 3 foot bowl? Like, that bowl is 3 feet wide and has to be about 2.5 feet deep. Like, you're literally talking like a small swimming pool. No. On number 2. Technically, I'm on. I don't even know how. Probably like 4, 3. I don't know. You know how I pour mine, Jason. I pour mine wicked heavy. But yeah, so there's going to that. So since we're more or less on the topic now of what I was getting at too, we'll do go back to as the topic title says, Seed Saturday. So storing and saving of seeds for harvesting of next year. For those who do it and for those who don't do it, may this hopefully be a small lesson or a little bit of information for you that do save seeds. I know there's a few of us in here that do save seeds. Myself, Jason, Drop saves seeds. Colin doesn't want to save seeds because he doesn't like growing his own food. We keep trying to get him to do it, but he won't do it. He grew tomatoes 1 year, and then that was it. He needs to grow more tomatoes. I think he was. I honestly, genuinely think he had fun growing those tomatoes. So I believe Grace saves seeds to an extent. I don't know if Lost does it as well. He may or may not. And then Amanda definitely does not. Although, Amanda, if you are still here, you will definitely need to give us some updates on the greenhouse from your mom's on your mom's greenhouse this year, if possible. Because I know during the winter season it was kind of on a slippery slide slope. So I don't know how much you got done last season, but would like to see an update this year. Talking about you and the tomatoes. They're calling that you grew in that 1 year. You grew like 2 tomatoes. I feel somehow that you enjoyed actually growing the tomatoes. You got to get yourself involved, Grace. It's both therapeutic and stressful as all hell. Yes. Thanks, Amanda. I will be stuck with that image for the rest of the day. Exactly. 2 is better than none. Again, see that you need to get a pot. You need to get a decent trellis, and you need to see if you can't grow some more tomatoes again. You just got to keep Mac and Ninja away from the damn tomato plant. But yeah, so hopefully Amanda will have some time this summer to do some gardening on the property where she's currently staying until the boss finishes her house. Yes, I will send the thingy to the thingy. So give me one moment. My brain for Terra. Well, that's good that Ninja does not bother the plants. Boop. This is the easiest way for me to do it. Share. Instaclam. Chats. Done and sent. Jason, I'm honestly surprised that you still have that packet still stapled to the planter. Like I would have figured by now, after all the rain and wind that you've gotten, the thing would have been decimated, dissimulated. Drops, he's moved like 3 times. But I think he's right now he's in a fairly permanent spot. He's been there 2 years now, 3 years almost. Then because he went to Newton, Milo, and now he's in Des Moines. Oh, that's a big section of 600 square feet. I'm working it with like 144 just with a shade house, but I'm not turning it into a greenhouse. I could easily cover that in plastic. I've got enough of it that I could turn that whole thing into a straight up greenhouse with a heater. Only problem is I can't flush mount it against my wall because I have at the bottom of my wall I have a little bump out. There's like a 3-inch section of foam all the way around the base of my the house that I'm at, and it sticks out. It goes up like a foot. So I have a 1x3 piece of. Well, it's actually I think it's 1x12. I think it goes down quite a ways into the ground. So I was gonna put you down before you said something so I could go get the hat on, so I wouldn't lose my what's left of my foliage.
you're fired.
And there's the coal lane. If you got 3 acres on there, you might as well just build a standalone greenhouse out in the middle, where it's going to get the most sunlight.
Where I live or whatever.
Yeah, because he's asking if you moved. I was like, yeah, you moved like 3 times.
I moved. Let me mute your other side. Give me a second.
Because he moved into a hotel, then he moved to Newton, then he was in. Now I forgot where I said you moved to. Damn it.
Okay, I moved from Newton to Milo.
Yeah, there you go.
From Milo, I was supposed to go to another place, but they basically said no, so we ended up in a hotel. Then we went from there to Osceola. From Osceola to a hotel to here.
Nice.
But there's years in between, folks. There's not like one after the other. And we really like this place. And the landlords really like us too, which is really nice.
What I'm going to have to show Jason how to type this shit in, because he still can't figure it out.
I had to go back and forth because my dyslexia was really messing me up trying to read it. I misspelled one of the letters. Even though it said one thing, the mind said something else.
Yes, we're fully aware you're dyslexic, Colin. That's why you get Jenny to write things for you.
Jenny is playing her video games, so she's busy.
Oh, right. Anyway, it's in where you type like www or http. You type it in there.
I bought something for Jenny, Cliff.
I just heard that. Thanks, Amanda. That straight up. You may be in Australia, but that shit straight up, the minute you said the letter H.
H.
It's the British accent on that one.
H.
No, you're like HDMI. I'm like, oh my God.
No, HTTP.
Yeah, HTTP. Yeah, exactly. H. H-E-A-C-H.
Shut up.
H.
Oh, this is what I got, Jenny.
Oh, that looks like a knockoff on like a Nightcore.
Yes, this one here is called.
I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, that literally, if you Google Nightcore, that's literally what that looks like. It's a knockoff Nightcore.
And it does have, it is a USB-C rechargeable. It's got one of those big batteries that you like so much. Those long batteries. One of these.
It looks like a 18650. It's not going to say on that label because that's
18650.
I know that I can tell just by looking at the battery size. I have dozens of those. I took them out of an old laptop and they still work.
This one actually cost $9 at the Looney Bin in Des Moines.
Yay!
Jason figured it out.
Hold on. What? No, I haven't given her more food yet.
Yeah, Jason, all you got to do is you just open a new window and you just type the whole address on the top of it, and it'll take you straight to it.
I didn't know it was that bar. I've always been looking for another one somewhere.
No, you just throw it in the address bar.
I didn't know it was that bar.
Like, since I know you've got Google, where it says search Google or type the URL.
No, I just went to the StreamYard and I went up there in that top box and put it in.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can do that. You got to delete it to where it says all the way up to like StreamYard.com where it has the backslash.
Yeah.
Everything past that backslash you delete, and then you just add basically the address code.
Yeah.
And it'll take you right to the channel. You can do the same thing in the Google address bar. You just copy that or just like type it in the Google address bar, and it'll take you straight to the StreamYard page.
I just do the Google one.
I just typed it in into an empty one of my empty windows I had up here.
Now that Jason's got it figured out, we shouldn't have any more issues. 3 weeks later, we shouldn't have any more issues.
The first time you did that, Cliff, I lost the picture. literally, and I couldn't get the picture to pop up.
It's because of the way I took the pictures. This time I actually took a standalone picture instead of a picture through Instagram.
Okay. I literally lost the picture last time. And I could not find
Instagram is a turd. When you take a picture straight through Instagram and post it on a page, you got the one chance to look at it. And if you hit the back button, that's the only time you're ever going to get to see that again.
Okay.
It really sucks. I hate when it does that, but yeah, it does it.
Yeah, because I could post mine straight into StreamYard, into Instagram.
I got these. Let's see if I can get you the picture of these. These are REI pants, as you can see. How much do you think they were? They're not for me, by the way. These are Ian's.
I know how much the pants are. You probably paid $10 for them.
Could just tell us, Colin.
Yep.
Somehow, I knew that. This was freaking not Family Feud. What the hell is that? Price is Right. I'd have won a damn showcase.
I didn't. I convinced Ian to wear these because I could wash his freaking military pants. He didn't realize that these are shorts. We've been trying to get him into shorts forever. So now, and he promised me he'd wear them.
Drops. I don't know how and or why, but I read the first 3 lines or the first 3 words as kitten was burned out. And I was like, burned out from what? It's a cat.
It's bummed.
Oh, and Ian picked up this. It's a hammock.
Nice. I mean, he's got like 6 hammock now?
3.
He's got as many as I do.
And this has got all the gear in it.
Cats do that. Cats are
got all that.
You got a black or an orange cat?
Purple.
Have you ever heard of Wise Owl, Cliff?
Purple.
Yeah, I know Wise Owl.
That's what these are.
Yeah, I run across them everywhere. They're not major branding, but
they're rated for over 400 pounds.
Yeah, so. Where's the sucker?
Huh?
A Wise Owl. Where's the sucker?
1, 2, 3.
This is a 1, by the way. One person won.
By the way, I stopped counting when I got to about 1,000, and actually my tongue was bleeding.
I never did the like that. I just put it on my tongue and just spun it. But the my big purchase for me is this.
Nice little camp stove.
It's one of those butane ones.
Yep, I got one over here.
I paid.
The canisters are getting expensive though. They're starting to get upwards of like $3 a canister.
I paid $12 for this one.
Yeah, they used to be like what, $1 each?
Yeah, I used to be able to find those canisters to buy $1.50 for like $1.75, and then they went up to $2.50, and I was like, all right, $2.50 is still not too bad. Now them damn canisters are up to like $3 something.
The butane ones?
Yes. Now, here's the funny thing with this. Not a lot of people know this. I've run across it a few times. I think even Luke did a random video on it at one point. There's an adapter for that butane canister that you can run off of a freaking gas can. Not your standard petrol gas can, like the ones you would put in like a buddy heater, those like green ones, those green propane ones.
Yeah, the 1 pound propane.
Yeah, there's an adapter hose that screws onto the green can, and that you can snap and lock into the gas port on those stoves. It is hard to find, like the PlayStation 3 link cable. Freaking Christ, that thing is.
Oh, this is a Coleman, by the way.
Yeah, I think mine's a Camp Chef.
Yeah, well, speaking of propane bottles, did you hear what California's doing?
Banning
them. They're banning those things?
Yeah, they're going to ban them unless they are refillable.
They're all refillable. Nobody wants to do it.
You can't. ADOT says they are not refillable.
Then why do they sell the adapter?
I just know the rules.
If
they
are not
people for filling them up?
What is the point of having the refill adapter from a propane can?
Exactly. The problem is with the propane, you need to actually pump it in there to get
No.
You don't pump it in there.
Well, when you get lower on your main tank, you'll get less and less in there.
That's why you chill out your tanks. You literally put them in the freezer.
Yeah, you know the best way to do it is to have a refrigeration vacuum pump. You vacuum out all of the remaining air out of one of those things. You basically negative pressure it, and then you attach it to your propane tank, and you turn the propane tank on, and it sucks all the fuel back in.
And if you put the fuel, the fuel's coming out upside down.
Yeah.
Well, you'll notice even on those green canisters, there is a bleeder valve on the damn side of it. That looks like a tire. The little knob on your little tire. You push in or let the air out. They have those on every one of them damn green tanks, or at least the big green ones, not the skinny ones, but the fat green ones, has that bleeder valve. That bleeder valve is there so you can refill the damn tank.
Oh, by the way, I'm not going to Florida.
Why are you going to Florida now?
Dude, Florida and Georgia right now, they're
Nope, they're not. Work isn't sending me. They're sending other people.
Why aren't they sending you?
Because I'm more valuable at the store.
Oh. Are you low man on Total Pole too?
No, he's not. It's basically what it is it's a Lowe's disaster relief program, and they send, if they've got extra employees at certain stores, they'll send one or two people from each store to do disaster relief.
So the people that were there that work at the Lowe's where the disaster happened can go take care of their family. So we basically take their spots for a week or two until they can get situated and get back to work.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Oh, I did get one more thing, Cliff. I'll show you here in a second. Here, I ran into a backpacker when I was doing all this stuff too, so which is really cool.
Did you at least say sorry?
Ha ha ha. One of those collapsible table deals.
Oh, nice.
$6.
It looks like it's a fairly decent one.
This one is a Villy.
Don't know that brand, but
it's light, but it does collapse fairly small. So that's always good. Let's go. Put it back in here.
Yeah, but see, if you're going to do the refills on that thing, again, that's what a vacuum pump is for.
Yeah.
I would love to find something like that allows you to use alcohol, because I was at the Looney Bin, and they have so many little bottles of a 99% alcohol there that on Tuesday they're going to be $1 a piece. And I was thinking about
Tuesday.
What?
Oh, sorry. You said on Tuesday, and I'm like, on Tuesday.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
It's Tuesday. There's no T. If you're British, there's no T.
I said Tuesday.
No. The reason why the British don't pronounce the T is because they threw it all in the water.
We threw it on the water.
So they have no more T. So it's Tuesday. It starts with a CH.
So it's Tuesday.
Yeah, like you're chewing a steak.
Now, it's the fact is that
Amanda's probably sitting over there laughing in her head.
I was on the phone with SD Mountain Man today while I was there, and I counted at least 50 bottles of the 99% alcohol. On Tuesday will be $1 a piece.
Nice.
So if I go there, I could probably fill up like 2 or 3 cases of that stuff fairly cheap.
Well, you still got lantern fuel for a while, because I think I give you like 2 or 3 bottles for 2 bottles.
Yeah, the lantern fuel I got for my lamps. That's no issue. I'm very appreciative of those. I could refill every one of the ones I have, but it's just the fact is that my little Trangium stove takes alcohol, not lamp fuel.
Cliff always give me crap drops. It's his job.
But you don't have to take it though. Even because we give it to you, you don't have to take it.
If Amanda did not like the shit that I gave her, she would not be on here.
Exactly.
It's a give or take situation.
She knows full well, even if she knows I'm joking. Plus, anytime she's over here, she can be in an absolutely sour mood. Come on here, and she'd be laughing 10 minutes later.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, especially with the vision of Cliff in a cow
I
suit.
like your stuff. Cliff is actually he guessed the price on your pants. It's like that
with the udder sticking out.
Oh, by the way, there he is, folks.
Yeah.
There he goes. There he goes.
Yep, there he goes. The Hobbit has gone back into his hole.
No, but he has to wear the.
Although, in his current case, with the brown shirt and the long hair, he's an Ewok. So the Ewok has gone back to his cave.
He's actually like a short Chewbacca, a short Wookiee.
Short, Chewie.
No, but he's cool. He actually found a lot of the stuff I got today.
What? Hell yeah, that movie's coming back.
Which one?
I just turned to Netflix. Pixels is coming back on Netflix.
I need to upgrade my subscription to Netflix.
October 11th. It's basically that digitized Pac-Man movie where the alien sent Pac-Man and like King Kong to like Earth. And,
that's the one with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler and the actual original creator of Pac-Man.
Right, I remember seeing that one.
Was in there. They had the stupid little cars.
Oh, because the guy cheated.
They all cheated.
No, the one guy got. The only reason he won anything because he used cheat codes.
Yeah, that's the only way to win in some of them games.
You know who that was, right?
No, I forgot his name, but
Peter Dinklage.
So
he was from Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones.
Okay, he was also on Station Agents. He was quite a few other shows. He's really, really a good actor. I liked him before Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you should have been there yesterday on Dez's channel. The last hour and a half, we were sitting there talking about movies and like nostalgia stuff.
I was so far out of it. I can't.
I crashed.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because Jason was like, "Oh, I'm usually on Dez's channel on Friday," and then he was mentioning it on Friday, and like I never saw him or Molly over there. I was like, "You guys."
It was just you and me on Thursday.
We were just watching.
It was just Cliff and me on Thursday.
I was working. I listened to a bit, but
Game of Thrones was a knockoff of Reign of Fire.
Yeah, even though I never watched an episode of Game of Thrones.
Reign of Fire was a good movie.
I know. Game of Thrones was a knockoff series of Reign of Fire.
But the thing is, Reign of Fire was actually based supposed to be in our world, not fantasy.
Drops, the Earth is neither flat nor round, it's oblique.
apparently it's triangle now.
It's oblique. Just admit it. It's oblique.
Yeah, oubliette or whatever the hell. Yeah, it's like a squished egg.
The world is round.
Actually, no. The Earth would be more attuned to a fat
Donut.
guy.
It's a donut.
Pear.
No, fat guy.
Pear-shaped.
Pear.
But it's a squished pear.
Still a pear.
Because there are sections of the equator that are actually closer to the sun than anywhere else because it's round but squished, but like offset squished.
Then it's a English muffin or a lox.
Yeah, it's something. You should the what's that dude's name that does the oh my god, I fucking forgot his name. The black gentleman who does a lot of the science stuff now.
The doctor.
No, it's DeGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, Neil deGrasse.
Thank you. You said
that guy is freaking cool. I like him.
The explanation, he got asked this in an interview, just straight off topic. He got asked what the shape of the world was. Yeah, and that meme will never not be funny.
Which one?
Oh, there's a short meme of Neil deGrasse Tyson going like this. He goes, yeah, and then it's that lady that gets smacked with the fish. Yeah. She's a newscaster and she's out on like one of the coasts on like a dock or something during like a typhoon, and this big old fish, dude, like 14, 15-inch fish just got, I don't know if it jumped out the water or the wind picked it up and just threw it. But that fish came out of nowhere and just slapped her, knocked her the hell out. So the meme is, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson going, yeah, and then that fish goes, boom, and just knocks that news reporter out.
What would the insurance company say about that?
We're talking about fish and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Now CR pops in. We're not even talking about food anymore.
Oh, yeah. I got to use that new fishing pole, like the one that I sent Molly, and the pole itself was amazing. I don't have a decent reel for it yet. The reel I had was a Frankenstein of what was it? A Shakespeare and another fishing rod reel kind of mixed in because the crank broke on the Shakespeare, and I ended up putting that crank from another fishing rod on there. So I had 3 different pipes all put together. But the pole had a really light action because I had the 6'6" version. I caught 2 or 3 fish on that pole. I almost had a pole this big. Just for the body itself was just this big. He got my worm. He didn't get my hook, but he got my worm.
I was going to ask CR, Cecilia, you guys getting snow yet? Because I know CR did a movie or like a little video, like a 2-minute video the other day of it's not snow. He was getting hail in the middle of freaking September.
I've seen where that kind of stuff happened before. When I was stationed in California once, we had so much sleet it looked like snow, and somebody actually skied the parking lot of the on post because it was the sleet was like literally that deep.
It's 65 now.
It's 70 here.
I just randomly thought of this. 100% makes sense. Is hail is the natural version of ball bearings.
Tell it to the one that got the damage to my house.
Yeah, wait, it's not snow. That's the one I was talking about.
It's untight.
CR.
Gesundheit.
That's funny.
Yeah, I did keep on something else pretty cool though, Cliff. When I was at the same place, I found a winter shirt.
Bless you.
As you can see. Here's the thing. It's a Faded Glory. Faded Glory went out of style like 7 years ago. And
never even heard of them.
That's the brand that used to be at Walmart before they went to George's.
Gotcha.
But the thing is, that's the same my wife told me that my shirt wore out so much that she wouldn't let me wear it anymore, and she threw it out. So
I have a couple of shirts like that I refuse to get rid of because they no longer make them.
The Faded Glory is one of them. But the thing is, this one had so many holes right here in the wrist, I could put my thumb out through it. There was holes like that big, all right through here. And now I got me a new thermal to go with it now.
I have a shirt that is probably older than CR.
Is it older than me?
No, because I'm not physically older than you, and I've had that shirt nearly 35 years.
I have a shirt that's older than my daughter.
I literally got this shirt when PlayStation, it was like $300, and when I was at a store, they had this bundle. You got the PlayStation, 2 remotes, came with 2 games, and it came with a camera and a T-shirt for like $300. No, I think it was like $250. Box set for like the old PS2, and I actually have the shirt. I still legit have the shirt from that bundle. And this was back in I think like 97 is when I bought it.
This thing's no wear and tear on this shirt, which I'm really surprised.
No, I got a Hawaiian shirt I got back in 91, 92.
Why did you get a Hawaiian shirt back then?
I love Hawaiian shirts.
Did you ever go to a Jimmy Buffett concert?
Yes.
Several.
I am so freaking jealous. I wish I could have gone.
We didn't go once. We didn't go twice. We didn't go 3 times. We went several.
Dang.
Jimmy Buffet.
Jimmy is God.
Buffet.
Yeah, and we were members of a Jimmy Buffett fan club.
You are a parent.
Day.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. She's got Medal of Honor.
She's got the Mo shirt. Warfighter.
I had that since it first came out.
Yeah, that was an old one too. That came out what 2005.
Something like that.
Well, this shirt is comfy and it's like in really perfect condition, and I'm really
Clip.
glad.
Do you remember the Star Trek T-shirts they sold at GameStop?
Yeah.
I had one.
Wow.
Nice.
And
Go ahead.
my wife made me give it away.
Guess who's coming to Des Moines next year?
Gary Oldman.
Mm-mm.
You told me to guess. That's the only.
Fluffy?
Fluffy was here last year, or he was here over at the state fair, but not Fluffy. It's
Bro,
actually
I'd legit go to it. I'd miss work just to go to one of his stand-up comedy shows.
Oh, yeah.
it's Al.
It's what?
You got Yankovic is coming to your area?
Yankovic is coming. Here's the
Oh,
funny part.
He's going back on tour?
On the 27th of June. That's the day after Jenny and I's anniversary. So we're going for it next year on our anniversary. We're gonna go see Weird Al.
Hell yeah, dude. That'd be awesome.
So we get to go see Weird Al. So that's our anniversary gift to each other. So we don't care how much it costs. We're going. So there we go.
That's okay. I still have a Jethro Tull T-shirt.
Ooh, you suck.
I had a Motley Crue T-shirt when I saw Motley Crue in high school.
Yeah, I've seen Motley Crue.
Yeah, Molly's seen Motley Crue.
Which concert did she go to?
One in Las Vegas.
One in Las Vegas.
Oh, which tour was
I
it?
don't know.
I was too stoned to remember.
Amish Paradise was hilarious.
She says she was too far out of it to remember.
I heard what she said.
Yeah.
No, I did the Theater of Pain. They were the Theater of Pain one that I went to. This is back in 85, 86. So it's a long time ago.
Molly and I, we got to see Kansas.
Pardon the extra E on that one. I can't spell it.
I know,
My
but just
sisters
came
got
for
to
the next
see
night.
Kiss right before they gave up their makeup.
I'm getting a refill.
Now, I mean, I would be so stoked to see Weird Al. Just saying. I'm gonna try to get the best tickets I can afford.
Start saving.
Oh, I already know. But the thing is, like I said, I'm gonna just one of these days I'm just gonna take a chunk out of my check and just boom, it's gonna be paid for, and we're gonna show up and we're gonna have a blast. I'm gonna make sure she gets the souvenir T-shirts, the whole 9 yards.
Ooh, Beach Boys, man, that'd be nice.
Before or after what's his name got kicked out?
Just remember, they wish they could be California Girls. Actually, is it? I wish we all could be California Girls or beat California Girls, because sometimes they just need a little bit of smacking to get them to do what you want.
Yeah, they also smack back.
Not the girls in California. Freaking.
Now, another concert I would love to go to would probably be Blue Man Group.
Ooh, BMG would be nice.
Blue Man Group.
2012, that game was released, Cliffy.
2012. Okay, it was only off by like 8 years.
Jenny and I had been married 2 years at that time.
So it'll be,
We got married in 2010.
that shirt will be 12 years old.
It's a cool shirt, though.
2012. 9. Yeah.
It is 12
Anyway.
years.
Before we get too far into this subject, still trying to stay on seed Saturdays. So, storing seeds, as I was saying earlier, some of us store seeds.
Corn is seeds, folks. So you can store corn.
So your method of seed saving. At the moment, I am doing the same thing Jason normally does, which is put a cool fan or at least some sort of airflow across your seeds so they don't mold. Because heaven
Can
forbid,
you
if
use
you don't,
those silicone packets to keep it dry?
no, those are really only good for sealed packaging.
I wasn't sure. That's why I was asking.
No, I got them in front of the AC unit.
Yeah, see, Jason throws his over there. I've got mine down on the floor, which are actually drying out very nicely. Still green, but starting to dry out. So they'll dry green instead of like the standard where you'll get them normally if you leave them on the vine, they dry out all brown without like any pigment.
Did you ever get any corn, Cliff?
No, my entire corn harvest was absolute shit.
Yeah, mine was too. This is all I was able to get was the seeds.
Seeds are better than nothing.
I've gathered a few here and there off the random kernels that have popped up onto my stuff. Yeah, see, those are your beans.
No, these are the daikon radishes.
Yeah, see, these are my radish seeds, but I didn't save any of my daikon radish seeds because I still have like 2 packs of seeds.
And my Anaheim.
Ooh.
I got my rose seeds right
You
here.
actually got an Anaheim pepper.
Yeah.
If my eyes kind of glaze over, I apologize because I'm not that much on growing
You
things.
just got to listen and learn. Listen and learn.
I do listen, but sometimes my eyes glaze over. At least I'm honest about it, Cliff.
I managed to grab a bunch of rose seeds from the rose hips. And,
Nice.
yeah, and then I got a bunch
Okay,
of
what are rose hips? Please, someone. I've seen the
That's
term
the
multiple
fruit
times.
of the rose.
It's
The
the
fruit.
bulb that forms at the end of the stem after the rose itself has bloomed and then died off.
I
Yeah.
know they're high in vitamin C.
Yes.
What do you do with them, though? How do
You make
you
it. You remove the seeds and you make a tea.
Aren't they hard?
You make a tea. You don't eat that.
No,
You
do
make
you grind them or anything, or what do you do?
No, just when you pull the seeds out of it, it's going to be mangled. You put them in the hot water.
Okay.
You
I
put
do,
it in
I
it,
do know they're really high in
water
vitamin C. Now,
Yes.
do they have as much vitamin C as pine needles?
way more.
Really? Because I know pine needles have a lot of vitamin C in them as well.
So,
They
and then I also
those probably taste better though.
my peen peppers are drying out really nice here. I got marigold seeds. Anybody need any marigold seeds?
Actually, still have a.
The giant marigold seeds.
Back.
Let me ask Jenny.
Back
Elad,
again.
you want
Mandy's
some
back.
marigold seeds?
Welcome back, Amanda.
Stop
Jenny
yelling!
says yes on the marigold seeds, Jason.
Yes,
Yes.
these things get huge.
Well, she loves flowers and she wants to plant some up front.
Yeah.
And I grew marigolds for my grandma when I was growing up.
I
I
got
planted them every year. So.
Colin,
Colin,
What?
if you're gonna yell to Jenny, please mute your mic because
I
I got
apologize.
headphones on and that killed my ears.
I apologize.
That's okay. I'm just saying.
And what else do I have? I got my seed packets, and I grabbed some of the zinnia seeds when I got a chance to. I hope they're viable. I'm going to be planting them this upcoming spring, so I can propagate those.
Okay, I've heard of those, but I don't know what they are.
I'm the
It's
same.
the
I'm with
bucket.
Colin.
Orange flower.
That could mean lots of different flowers.
Yeah, type in zinnia.
How do you spell that?
Hang on, I'm googling it.
I've
Zinnia.
grown those over here before. I think I have seeds for them
Is it with a
somewhere.
Z or an X?
Z.
Zinnia.
Zinnia.
Zinnia. Oh, I'm horrible with spelling, so don't ask.
Zinnia flowers.
I have some other peppers.
Oh, Jenny
Yeah.
might like those. Yeah.
Oh, shush. Oh, no, button bashed it.
Well, Cliff has seen my my marigolds. Those things are huge plants.
Well, the funny thing is
Is
you
it
can
these,
get a marigold to
Jason?
be a huge bush. It's just yes,
Yes.
that's zinnia.
Actually, that's one of them. I got the thin-petaled orange ones.
Which ones
Oh.
attract the hummingbirds?
All of them.
Oh, they're pretty.
I thought there was something that was particular that would definitely bring them, not just
Yellow bells. It's going to be a bush, and they got little yellow bell-shaped flowers. Anything
Hummingbirds
that's
are
a
weird.
bell-shaped flower will draw.
How viable do you think they are? Would that be in Iowa? Because I was different.
They grow everywhere.
Anything that's a bell-shaped flower,
Because I was thinking about doing some Iowa roses.
or petunias will work too.
Oh, I like petunias.
Jenny likes tiger lilies.
The bees.
Yes.
Here's
Yeah.
the funny thing: bees will not touch petunias. They will not even land on the damn plant.
Nope.
We need
Okay.
bee viable plants. I did see a bee today though, which is really surprising.
It's still warm weather. They'll still be out until the temperature drops below 50.
It was like that big.
Bees are weird. If it's warm enough, it can be 50 degrees, and as long as it's sunny and warm, they'll be out flying around.
Well, the thing is, I didn't kill them or anything like that. I just shoot them away and close my door on my truck.
Oh, by the way, these were the little wild ones that we have growing here. Of those
Is there
those
anything good for bringing in squirrels?
corn.
I know that corn does. I do know
Sunflower.
that they like sorghum too.
No, surprisingly, I have not seen the squirrels on my sunflowers. Birds, however, I've seen woodpeckers, finches, robins, like random blackbirds. I have seen doves, pigeons. They're all trying to eat my sunflower seeds.
You haven't
I have
harvested
not seen a
them yet?
damn squirrel on my plant.
Seed
Have you
storage.
harvested yet?
I need to get some of those and then just start throwing
Yeah.
out seed packets. I still have seed packs for everybody. I just got it. I should be able to send them out next month when I'm not nearly as busy. So forgive me for those that I've for like 2 years and I keep saying I'm gonna send out seeds. I am sorry.
Same here.
It takes forever to get enough seeds because I don't have a large property.
Usually
I've got-
both
I've got
fired.
seeds. I just got to take the time to actually till the land and get everything put down like I'm supposed to.
You should have started a while back.
Well,
What about
I
butterflies,
can't
Amanda?
till anything right now.
They're not sending the seeds out in time.
Oh yeah, you might get seeds out in time because summer's around the corner for you, early spring.
We're in spring now.
Okay, so good planting season for you. As far as I know, well, no. The thing is, the problem is with freaking Australian customs. We can't send you jack shit for
Nope.
seeds unless we have a freaking license.
Yep.
So get a license. You're an LLC already, Cliff.
Send her a wool sweater with the seeds in it.
No, because they X-ray everything.
Oh, darn.
So no, you can't send raw wool.
Star Child, how's it going? How's the temperatures outside? I haven't been outside since 5 o'clock, so
Oh, yeah, we dropped to 75. No,
not even-
uh,
I'm about 78 right now.
65. Let me refresh. 64. Our temperature is dropping.
We are 70.
Yeah, I'm still close to 80 right now.
But this morning, it's usually about 54.
It definitely has been a warm one this year.
Oh, I can't wait till next
It's
week.
going to be cold this year in the wintertime here.
I need to get my lettuce going here next week.
Peppers are self-pollinators. You don't even need a fan near them. They just grow.
CR says
Tomatoes,
it's,
on the other hand,
too.
you need at least somewhat of a breeze to pollinate those ones, but that's because tomatoes are weird.
oh yeah, seeds in a sweater would be considered international smuggling. You'd get arrested for that.
Uh-huh.
I'll keep you on posted on that one, Star. But we should not hit our first freeze until probably November. We our winters here are weird. I mean, I literally last year I was growing stuff until December, and then we hit a frost and it dropped. I think it was like our first freeze went down to like 30 degrees, and then after that I had to start pulling out of the ground. But yeah, I was still growing plants outside through October.
Did you get anything new in, Cliff, or in the mail or anything like that?
Nope. The last things I got in the mail were the campfire paracord, or also fall colors or Halloween style paracord, and then the bundle of rose gold, which is sitting right.
Yeah, I remember
right
that.
There. I did, however, make a test pattern with something that I had over here. I just had a random piece of shoelace that I was using. And I have it here, but the problem is multicolor does not work. So how I have this one here, this little lanyard tab, it's one solid color minus the the tag end or the line, which goes in through the center. I could literally just pull this thing out and it'll slide right out. So aside from that, I did this one as a test pattern. Let me throw myself a second here. So I did this one as a test pattern. Don't mind the tag ends. This was a shoelace. I'm not getting rid of it because this is the 375 paracord, so this is for smaller shoes. But I have the orange or the campfire. I can't see because my cursor's in there. So I have the campfire, and dead honest, if it's not the same color, you're basically wasting the color spectrum on this if you don't do it out of the same color.
Still looks pretty good though. I like it.
It looks nice, but the thing with something like this, you have to like alternate or inlay the color pattern every other weave so you get it in there, or do something of the sort. That way you have at least some of the alternate or color pattern throughout the ends instead of just having it on the ends. Because you're essentially, like I said, you're just wasting all of that material right there just to have it covered.
I hate to say this, Cliff. I'm gonna have to go. I'm weaving right now.
Zoning out, no worries. Have a good one.
Weaving.
Night, everybody.
Night, Colin.
Good night, Colin.
Be well,
Night, Jenny.
folks.
Night, Ian.
Colin is unable to dodge that wrench.
Nope.
Eh.
Night, everybody.
Good night.
No noise.
So there's that. So it looks like I'm gonna have to start working on doing some same patterns for the keychains or whatnot, so I can get that all squared away and situated, so I can at least have a palette board for color patterns for stuff. That way everybody can see, like, hey, this is a nice color. Maybe try these two colors together. That one was just a random offset test because I wanted to see how it would look without having the color alternated through like the top of the weave so it sticks out on the top. It's just, like I said, it's just a waste of material.
By the way, that's my temperatures next week.
70s?
Hey, Des.
Lower.
Ouch.
Well, look, go up on the screen. You can
Hey, Des, how's it going? I take it the other live stream just ended. God, I was
Molly says hi.
on Dez's channel till what, like 11 o'clock, something like that? Des was going for forever. She's like, I'm going to end it in like 18 minutes. Like 45 minutes later, we're still going because we're sitting there talking, like, I shit you not, we were talking about old movies, TV shows, and cartoons for when we were all kids. The same stuff, Jason, you, me, and Colin have gotten stuck on topic for like...
Oh, yeah, I know. We try to avoid it, but...
It was, I legit
Shows
even
our age.
in Dez's live, I was like, Des, this is what happens when you get on movie topics, and you just keep going. We could not stop.
You can't get out of it. It's very hard to get out of it.
It's a tough cycle. It's like getting stuck in a river that goes one direction, and there's only one branch, and if you miss that branch to go off somewhere else, you're stuck going down the river.
Now, if you pull up my my shared screen, we get a first night of 55 degrees next week.
Oh, I've had a few of those already. Some of my plants are already suffering.
Yeah. Well, my peas are not going to love it, so I'm going to start getting my lettuces ready. Those will go real quick as soon as the 90s go away.
Yeah, so you're looking at 30, almost just about every night past Tuesday the 1st is anywhere between a 20 to 30 degree temperature drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday 91 to 65. That's still warm enough to keep your plants alive, but once you get down to Tuesday the 8th, 55, that's going to start.
Yeah, my goal is my upcoming weekend is get the greenhouse moved and set up.
I don't even know what my 10-day forecast is. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be cold on Halloween when Molly and I are camping.
Dude, the funny thing is I'm still, my temp does not drop for the rest of the week below, technically it says below 60, but I'm still getting highs of 88, 89, 90.
Yeah.
This is why I hate living in the desert.
Happens everywhere.
But it's October. October is normally when it starts getting cold.
Right.
Hold on a second.
Alrighty.
Say,
Do you want to know what my temps are, Jason?
Say again?
Do you want to know what my temps are?
What?
Highs today is 67, 71, 78, 64, 65, 68, 71.
What's your lows, though?
45, 47,
35? Oh.
45, 37. Fuck's sake. Hang on a
Yeah, you
minute.
probably missed your window for lettuce.
Right. Lows are 45, 47, 48, 52, 44, 50, 55.
Uh-oh.
No CR. Unfortunately, I cannot see my breath, but I've also not eaten garlic and anchovies.
Yeah.
So no cartoon stinky green breath for me at the moment.
Oh, it's coming, Des. You're a couple of weeks away.
Des just got done with a whole buttload of rain on her side too.
We got rain most of this week coming. It's good, we need it.
I keep her food too.
48 and 49, yeah, that's for certain plants, that's too cold for them.
We're coming up to our hot weather, Des, in Australia. We're in spring at the moment. We're coming up for summer soon, which I'm not looking forward to.
But wait a minute. You got a tractor with a cab with AC, right?
Yes,
Then why are you complaining?
because I'm not allowed to drive that tractor
Oh.
Not yet.
at all.
So if the boss crashes his own tractor, is he going to yell at you because
Nope.
you drove it?
Nope.
Do you get to hold the mirror up for the boss?
Basically. A lot's changed, let's just say that.
Good or bad?
Fab.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
All right, we can do that. So this one right here, this little fiery redhead, she's in Australia,
Uh-huh.
Western Australia.
Yep.
This one down here, the Mr. Slapper Rat, he
Yep.
is in Southeast Texas.
Yep.
This gentleman right here that I put on the screen, CR, he is in Canada.
Western Canada.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's hard to say Western or no. He's in the same time zones. I believe he's in the Toronto area or
No,
somewhere
he's
like
from
that.
Alberta.
or Alberta area. Yeah, because me and him are in the same time zone, which is really funny. This gentleman here, as he states, is in Northeast Arkansas. Des, I believe, is somewhere where they just had the hurricane area. So
Yeah.
Colin's from Des Moines.
we have this gentleman. Shit. I ain't scrolling up that damn far. He's not in there. So this young lady,
Kincaid
she is
Outdoors.
in Canada as well. So I have a very wide range of followers on here, and they almost every continent I've had somebody. Oh yeah, so there you go. Des is in Tallahassee, so she's up in Florida getting all soaking wet.
You haven't seen Rob on the road today.
Yeah, you did. He was here. He was like the second one in here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it.
Little turd. Let's see. He
Blake's in Georgia.
actually no. I think Rob on the road was the first one in here. Nope, sorry. Grace was in here, and then Rob on the road like a minute later. Actually, probably not even a minute. It's probably like 30 seconds, and then you popped in. TLP, I forgot where he's located. And then we have Blake, who's in Georgia. Ryan, who is probably drunk as a skunk right now, probably passed out on the screen. He's probably still got me going.
No, it's ours.
Right? And then me, obviously, you know where I'm at. Go. You do not want to know about the bugs in Australia. Those.
They'll eat you
think
alive.
we got bad bugs here? Nah. Bug season on Australia is horrible.
On a different scale.
I don't like bugs.
She's in Toronto. Gotcha. Speaking of which, Star, do you want me to start saving you pill bugs? Because in the next couple of weeks, we're not going to be seeing much of them.
Ooh, yeah.
Because they are going to be really, really far underground, so they don't freeze. But I can get you a ton of pill bugs, roly-polies, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
I know there's like 4 different names for them stupid things. I just know them as roly-polies. And pill bugs.
The bill bugs.
Yeah, roly-polies are pill bugs. And a
Bill
lot
bugs.
of people do not like them in their garden. I have no problems with them in my garden because they eat the ground pests.
Yeah.
You don't like them in your garden either, Jason?
They like mycelium too.
They do.
Oh, I like worms. Worms are cool.
Yeah.
Ball bugs.
Yeah.
Different one, but
It's actually a bill bug, but because they got the shape of a bill on their face.
honestly, to me, they just look like pellets, like round pellets, like a lead pellet or like a gray BB.
No, it looks like a smart bill, but
Yeah.
smaller.
You want roly-polies, but at the same time, if they eat too much of your mycelium colonies, you have an issue breaking down organic matter.
Yeah.
That's what breaks down the organic matter the fastest is the mycelium colonies.
Mhm.
They will, if you have like bark or anything like really dense.
And they'll also eat the little feeder hairs too.
Cliffy, go make me a coffee.
Okay.
Yay!
If you see one or two, you're okay. But if you see like 100 of them, yeah, you got a problem.
Oh no! See, that's the thing. The way I look at it is, if I see worms and pill bugs in my soil or around certain areas,
Yes.
what that tells me is that I've got healthy soil healthy enough for them to be over there to do what they have to do. If you're devoid of certain species,
He's trying to tell me I got another target running around.
we'll get it.
It's okay. The base station is still full. I'll try and catch the next one on film.
Maybe it's the daughter, because she should be coming home soon, ain't she?
No, he's running back and forth along the side of the room.
Okay, so yeah, you've got a four-legged critter around there.
Yeah, no. If I catch him, not for long. Because Johnny Mac is outrunning me big time this year. He's going to beat me this year.
Even Deb is beating you,
Yeah,
and she's down one hunter.
yeah, I know. She's gotten more than both Johnny and I combined.
Imagine if Cecilia was taking part in this and actually successfully getting these pests.
Oh, yeah.
She'd probably outdo you, Deb, and Johnny combined.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny enjoying his new pumper. He likes that thing.
Yeah, see, that exactly. Never a problem, sign of good growth. Yeah, that's how I always figured.
Yeah.
I've started off with essentially sterile soil, and with the soil blend that I make, within, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, usually, I start seeing worms. I'll dig through there and I'll find random worms. I'm like, hell yes. That is the sign. That is sign of healthy soil, is if you start finding worms.
Yes. But like I said, if you have too many of the bill bugs in there, they can go the opposite direction quickly.
Yeah, it can go south fast.
Because then they'll start chewing on your plants.
Hold on, I'll get back to that one. At 5 and 2 weeks. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Cecilia, if you were taking part actively in this 2024 hunt, you would outdo at least three different channels by leaps and bounds.
Oh, and raccoons and coyotes count too.
Unfortunately, where Cecilia's at,
Yeah, I know.
It is legally impossible to hunt them. You can, if you have a license, you can trap and relocate. You physically can't hunt them.
No. Where's it at?
Me personally, I don't have a terrarium. I do have a fish tank to which I can actually do a terrarium setup. So here's something for you. Start. If you want a second terrarium, I'd be more than willing to sell the one I have. It does come with a mesh screen. I have not busted it. Everything, as far as I know, is in still good condition. I'll sell you the damn thing for like $20 if you want to start another one.
That's a good price. Very good price.
30-gallon tank or 35-gallon tank.
Oh, 35. Okay, I thought you said 55.
No, I have a tank. But yeah, if you're around tomorrow, I'd be more than willing to have you take a check at it. I even have somewhere I actually still have the light for it. So you know what? I'll do how's about this? I'll do for $30 if you want it. I'll do the tank and the light setup, and I do believe the lights still work. So I will for that. I will. Yeah, if you want it, let me know. 100% tomorrow. As you said, you're buying it here, but let me know tomorrow. I'll be home sometime around 5-ish. So if you want to do a secondary setup, I can let you in on that.
He should start a video of doing it from scratch. Show people how to set up a terrarium.
Who is?
No, if Star Child gets the tank, he needs to start doing a video log of setting up a terrarium.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be home sometime around 5-ish tomorrow, more or less. So we can work on that. We can deal with that tomorrow or through the week. But yeah.
Yeah, so you can just take your phone and do little videos with that. Start doing some shorts. Start posting them. So explain what you're doing, what everything is, and the reason why you set it up in such a way. Almost like what a teacher does, a professor.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing with my my particular tank is mine was technically a reptile tank. So I have the mesh screen on top of it. You can fix that by, just covering it with some plastic. But I mean, it's a good start for other stuff if you want it. But like I said, you can pop over tomorrow and check it out when I get home or when I'm home. And then we can go from there if you want it still. Like I said, I do have the lamp. I had to modify the lamp so it actually sits on top of the unit because the lamp I bought was shorter than the tank itself. So, past lessons learned. I paid like $40 or $50 for that light set, and it wasn't even for the tank. But everything's still good on it. It still works as far as I know. I can check it out. I have the thing in the shed, so I can work on that tomorrow or next week on my days off.
I found a really nice candle.
Ooh.
It's guava and elderberry.
Ooh, I bet that smells nice.
It is. I got it burning. And Booster's fine with it too, because some candles and scents are not good for dogs.
No.
But I asked the vet yesterday if I could burn it, and she said it should be fine. He's 46.78 kilos. He's lost a kilo.
Mm.
He's a good boy.
Well, he's a fairly stocky dog. You want at least a good amount of weight on him, otherwise he's just going to look too thin.
He's got an injury to his back, so I have to keep the weight down a little bit on him, like right here on his back.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be interested in learning more about terrariums. Talk about the extreme microclimate.
What's that? What's that?
Terrarium, starting a terrarium is actually not that hard.
No, it's keeping it alive.
It's
Come here.
for the most part, a terrarium
Keeping
literally
the
is just
Get
the
it.
microorganisms that you need in there to start it off to get it running. And then essentially you just need the proper spectrum of light. And then every once in a while, you just got to add a little bit of water to it.
In your eye.
So you're like a standard spray bottle. You just go in there with like, I wouldn't say like standard, what is it? Distilled. Don't do distilled water. Distilled water will pretty much, if you have a terrarium, that'll kill everything in it.
You need the minerals.
Yeah, you want basically essentially just tap water, and you just spray bottle and you spray that.
Tap water, you want it to sit out at least 7 days for all of the chlorine gases to vapate from it.
24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, I still
He's
give it a report.
He's looking good though, Cliffy.
But
Yeah.
Boobster.
Say hi again.
I said boobster.
Say hi. No.
Yeah, then you can get your geckos in there.
Hi.
I like geckos.
He wants the treats.
Yeah, terrariums aren't that hard. I've done like mini micro terrariums. The thing is, you got to find plants that are tolerable. So one of the best things to stick in a terrarium is moss.
Lichen.
Moss.
Hey.
Moss, lichen.
Yeah, Alice Allergy and Freddy Fungus took a liking to each other.
Yeah, they will sit there and they will just keep going because the moss will hold all the water, and they'll just keep growing and just spreading out slowly.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll give basically what it does is it gives micronutrients and places to hide for like springtails or silverfish, depending on how you like to classify them.
That's my boy, Booster. Starchild.
I'm sorry. To me, a cricket is a cockroach. So
He's my baby.
Crickets are good if you have like smaller things like lizards or geckos,
yeah,
Scorpions.
because you've got to have a feed source.
yeah.
Scorpions. I fed my scorpions crickets.
Yeah, they'll go for those too. Yeah, distilled water will definitely. It's essentially like spraying it with bleach water.
Yeah.
He's got a filter for his tap. Everything likes it. You can do the Brita filters, which filters out most of it. You're still going to get a bit of the iron taste to it, but that's probably a little bit better than your standard just straight tap water, like straight tap water.
Trying to keep lichen alive, it's tough. You gotta find it in a source first and transport it. But then again, lichen likes dry, wet,
Stop licking my
dry,
leg.
wet, dry.
Moss is weird too. Moss, you need a lot of moisture, but you also have to have the right light spectrum to grow. If you have a grow lamp or grow light, moss will not have a problem with it.
By the way, those will probably be going on sale soon.
Ooh. All right, no worries, CR. We'll see you out of here in about 7 minutes. So,
All right, see you later, CR.
Hopping in tonight. I actually had a pretty good night. I didn't see what my top numbers were, but we're at 10 right now, so I'm happy.
Oh, it'll tell you a little bit an hour from now.
That was my nose.
No, surprisingly, I don't think silverfish are actually classified under the roaches as a roach.
Silverfish are weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they call them silverfish. It doesn't look like a fish.
No,
It-
kind of weird. It's close to the cricket or the cockroach.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. It looks like a cross between
Yeah.
like a cricket and something else.
Yeah.
They crawl in your ears,
No, they
silverfish.
don't. No, they do.
No, sorry. The one. Okay, so that's the one I was thinking of when Amanda said crawls into your ears. So a
The
silverfish
earwigs, the
reminds
core.
me of it's like a cross between a cricket and an earwig.
Yeah, it's kind of it's weird, but you still have the same problems with cockroaches as you do with silverfish.
I would
Well,
rather silverfish over cockroaches, though.
Love silverfish.
So for those of you who do not know what a silverfish is, let me do this. I will show you.
It is just a weird looking bug.
This is a silverfish, or normally when you see them, they look like this. This is an animated
Yes.
version, but
And you'll see them basically underneath a moist cardboard box. When you move it, you'll see them scatter. They
Oh.
love that kind of environment.
rotted logs too. If you find a rotted log, you're likely to find about 20 or 30 of them in there.
Yes, the palmetto bug is a American cockroach, and yes, they do fly.
No, they don't.
Oh, yes, they do.
hmm
Really?
Cockroaches fly.
Cockroaches have wings. They fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You ever get here's a funny one, man. If you ever get a cockroach, pick it up. Use a paper towel or something to pick it up, and
Yeah.
throw the damn thing in the air. That some bitch will fly.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious
Yeah, because
to see this.
I like to eat the sucrose out of
Blow on the boxes.
like boxes and stuff like that. It's part of the paper pulp.
Majority of cockroaches fly drops.
Yeah.
There might be a very small handful that don't fly, but majority
The
of
wings
cockroaches
control.
have wings. They just choose not to fly.
The brown bandit, the oriental, usually are the ones that don't fly. The German cockroach can somewhat fly, but the American cockroach or the palmetto bug do fly.
Oh yeah.
So,
You can hear them.
what would be, because obviously you got like different types of cockroaches. What's the most
The worst one,
yeah,
oriental.
It's the Asian roach.
Yep.
And there's two versions of it. There's the male version, which I believe is the ugly ass brown one, which looks like a greasy brown turd. And then there's the black one, which is the female, which looks like a black greasy turd. It looks like a polished bird shit. And those are the ones you want to get. If you
Like
see
what,
one of those
Starchild?
black cockroaches,
Yeah,
those are
if
the
you
ones you
see
want to step on.
Immediately call for pest control because they will
step
go
on them.
fast.
I had a cockroach in my room the other day. I squished it. I haven't seen any more though. But I do
Those
have
are
like
the
little
American
cockroaches baits like behind and under
Yeah,
things.
that's gonna be the Asian cockroach.
All right. Good night, Cecilia. Have a good one.
They're about 1.5, 2 inches long. Is gonna be the big ones.
Yes.
If left alone with proper nutritional values, any cockroach can get big.
Now the American cockroaches can get up to almost 4 inches.
Well, this sucker's not going to get any bigger because this sucker got my shoe to its head.
We're not talking like Madagascar. hissing
Night, CR.
cockroach
Good night,
size.
No,
Cecilia.
Those
All
ones are
right,
kind of
CR.
fascinating. Good night, CR. Those things are fascinating. Only because they hiss.
They're also really big,
Yeah.
but they don't look
Oh,
like
I've seen
cockroaches.
them.
They look like bugs.
I seen
Now,
my first scorpion. They're starting to come out.
Ah,
It's getting warm over there.
yep, they're hungry.
They're looking
Now-
for mates. This is the time they start breeding.
Now, the most fascinating beetle I like to watch is the Palo Verde beetle. Those are those big old giant ones that get like 5 inches big,
Yeah.
sometimes 6.
Oh, coffee. White
The-
tips
the
are coming
Palo Verde
out
beetle?
too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got those things in my house. Every time we like in the
Uh-huh.
summertime at night,
Oh yeah,
they swarm the freaking bug zapper.
dude, did you see the mandibles on those things?
Yeah, dude, I would. Dude, it's like a
Look
freaking
like they'll
bullet
take
ant.
Yeah, they look like they'll take your finger off. It's exaggeration, guys, but yes.
Dude, in Jason's case, it's a very small exaggeration. The bigger they get, the bigger the mandibles.
Yes.
I have seen some on my property 3 to 4 inches, and that shit looks like it's a bullet ant on steroids, and I would not want that thing to bite me.
And they fly.
Now, the funny part is, so here's the thing: they have pokey legs, but you can grab them by the back
Yeah, by the thorax.
and just grab them and move them. But they'll start pushing their back legs against you, which sucks, and you freak out the first time you do it because you get the pokey side of the back legs.
And they are smooth.
I had heaps of
The
scorpions.
shells are.
Not
The part
anymore.
that protects their wings is pretty smooth. Yeah,
I've
but
actually had the small version of like the Hercules beetles over here too.
no, they're almost like a scarab. Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. They almost look like a scarab beetle or dung beetle.
Yeah, it's like a cross between like a scarab and a Hercules beetle. I have those ones here too. Like, and those suckers get big.
And every once in a great while, every several years, they'll come out by the thousands. Because we had them there in Arizona too, and they'd be like 3 inches. They're huge, and freak out all the kids. All right, yeah. Make sure is she okay? She doing good? And how's the little one doing? If it's born yet?
That is a big ass cockroach that drops. But again, it's all about climate and nutrition. If you give a cockroach enough food, them sons of bitches will get
Bro.
huge.
Ah, okay. Oh, him. Okay. A little boy.
Nice. Did she I know Des was mentioning this last night. This is what we were talking about, part of it. Wow.
Oh, that's tiny.
Preemie but long. Deacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about possibly having to do like a C-section on her, a C-section on him, on the baby last night. If I'm not mistaken, right there, Des. But that's what you guys were worried about was the baby making it was one of the big concerns. Unfortunately, I don't have Facebook, so yeah. Okay, so C-section on the mom to get him, but 15.5 inches. That's still from head to foot. That's fairly long for
skinny baby.
But very like a premature something about that.
Give us some pinto bean juice. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I do hope for life's sake that everything goes well and he survives. I don't want to talk about doom and gloom on here, especially after hearing all of that, because I know we were talking about that last night on last night's live. But fingers crossed. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Honestly, in a lot of occasions. Again, that's still a huge cockroach. Well, that's good.
Oh, good.
That is definitely good.
You get those geckos there, right? The little leopard geckos.
No, actually, for me, no, I don't. I never see. We don't have. It's too dry for them. The most I have
in Arizona.
I have whiptail lizards.
Oh, okay.
So basically, your standard garden lizards that you the ones you always see.
And the collared lizard.
The
black collar.
Very rarely run across those. We do have what's considered. It's funny because it's not really a toad; it's a lizard. We have the horny toads.
All right. Good night. Good night, Star.
All right,
Star.
All right. Take care, Star. I will chat with you tomorrow. Like I said, I'll be home around 5-ish, so we can work out details for stuff tomorrow. But we have the we call them horny toads because it's basically like a spike.
Oh yeah, the horny toad. Yeah, it's a horned lizard. Yeah, we don't have them here where we are, but they're in West Texas, New Mexico, California, Nevada, and I think some in Utah.
Yeah, don't see them often down here, but you do see them in large. I mean, if you're in an area that's got a lot of dirt and sand, you will find them randomly. I've also got these. It's weird. So I have these like darkish, like almost like a brownish black striped lizard. That is not your standard lizard.
Oh yeah, like I said. Oh, you know what? Be benefit that terrarium is one of those Katy snakes. Because we have them here. That's the one I have in my short video.
Yeah.
They get like 10 inches long, and that's as big as they get.
Yeah, I can catch the whiptail lizards. Those things are easy as hell. You just spray them with hose water, and they stop running.
Yeah.
Holy water?
Because lizards are like cats. They're powered by the sun. So spray them with cold water and they stop moving. I'm really good at catching them lizards. I catch them over here all the time. I got some skinny ones, little ones, baby ones, some big old fat adult ones, which God, them things are about as thick as my toe, but about 8 inches long.
Yeah, we got the green bearded ones here.
Oh, I don't have those ones.
Yeah.
Ooh, so your whiptails have blue tails. Mine are like a greenish blue, like a kind of like a turquoise color.
Because we also have skinks here as well.
I've had a few. I've seen blue tail skinks here in my area.
I have them here.
Scared the shit out of my dad one
Oh,
time.
they run funny.
They run like a standard lizard on a wall. They have this weird zigzag pattern when they run. They don't run in straight lines.
Yeah.
Wasn't planning on going this long on my run, but we've got some good topics tonight. Now that we're able to stay on a specific topic or specific topics regarding related, sort of. Oh yeah, whiptail. The funny thing is, I've actually had a bigger one try to eat my finger once.
Oh.
It's like having your finger sucked on by a baby. You've got like the pressure, but there's nothing to grab onto.
Yeah.
Obviously. He's just sitting there watching. I was gonna say, isn't it about time you normally go outside to do your nightly extracurricular activity there, Star? No. Like I said, I've only seen skinks down here like 3 times, and it was on very rare occasions. And to be honest, I honestly think it was somebody's pet that they could not take care of and they just let it go. The first time in 30 years of living down here that I've ever even seen one.
Yeah, they kind of surprise me because I don't want to hurt them.
What was that, Amanda?
I've got king skinks out at the moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, your skinks should be starting to pop out by the droves because it's starting to get warmer over there.
Yep. Snakes are coming out too, and they're coming out really quick.
Yeah, your snake, anything that's cold-blooded is going to start popping out because they're starting to pull out of hibernation.
Yeah.
Drops running over a turtle's like hitting a one-tire speed bump. Now, mind you, you're going to hit it with 2 tires, but it's a one-tire speed bump.
Yeah, it's enough to damage a tire.
Yeah, it can. It can pop a tire too with if that top shelf cracks and pokes a hole in it. It's also enough to throw you into a ditch if you don't see it coming.
Ah, that was my ankle.
That means this year Amanda is going to have to be our Australian wildlife expert.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck on that.
She says, "Yeah, good luck on that." You got to replace. I hate to say this, but you got to replace Steve. Steve was
I am nowhere near as good as Steve, so don't expect me to fill shoes that I can't fill. Okay.
You're one of 4 Australians that I know that can do this, because I know you get a lot of stuff where you're at or your mom's house. I could pester Julianne about doing more wildlife stuff, but they're still building that other addition to the house, as far as I know. It's been tough on her since Steve has gone
I
on.
was going to ask, how's she doing?
I don't know. I have not seen a video update on that in months. So I think the last one I saw was she was in the garden doing tidying up for the winter.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're doing in the orchard, because I know they were going to replace a bunch of trees because they lost like 12 trees in their orchard that they were doing, which me and Jason can attest right now. Those freaking trees are expensive.
Yes.
You're looking at anywhere between $25 to $150 per tree.
Yeah, guess what we have at work for $29?
Fucking trees?
Yep.
And it's not even the trees you want.
And a 2-gallon blueberries.
Blueberries, man. I have 5 blueberry plants. I don't know how one has survived this long. I had 2 of the same versions. With blueberry
they're
plants,
like 3 feet tall.
With blueberry plants, you need 2 blueberry plants. Otherwise, your blueberry plant will not do shit. It'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger, but it'll never produce blueberries. You have to, with blueberries, they need a second one to cross-pollinate.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't, because we own one blueberry plant and it gives out blueberries.
You might have a seminal, like, I don't want to say seminal because that's the wrong word. Majority of the blueberry plants in the U.S. you need a second blueberry plant.
Yeah.
It could be different where you're located due to the fact that you guys have a lot of pollinator plants. That could be. It may not be 100% true blueberry. It could be mixed with like a blueberry and maybe a strawberry plant or something like that. Now, I don't know. I'm not an arborist, not an arborist. That's for fucking trees. I am not a plant specialist, so I cannot attest or say.
Horticulturist.
Thank you, horticulturist. Say for sure what your plant requirement needs are in the Australian area.
Yeah.
But here in the U.S., majority of the time you're going to need. It even says on the package that you have to have a 2
or more.
Any variety of blueberry plants, 2 or more, in order to produce blueberries on your plant.
That's like passion fruit vines. You need 2.
Yeah.
Same with avocados. Avocados are the worst because you have to have a male and a female tree in order to produce avocados. If you have 2 male trees, nothing's going to happen.
You have 2 female trees, nothing's going to happen.
Yep. Your trees will get bigger.
It's the same thing with the nut trees.
Some, yes. Certain versions or varieties of nut trees do not need another tree to produce. I believe pecans are one of them. Pecans and almonds. You do not need another tree to pollinate for those. I believe those 2 particular trees are self-pollinating. Similar in aspect to like tomatoes, or sorry, not tomatoes, peppers, and some apple trees.
Yeah.
I believe so with peach trees. Yes, I do believe you need a second peach tree. Cherry trees are the one few exceptions. You do not necessarily need a second cherry tree in order to get cherries. Having 2 cherry trees is a benefit, but at the same time, you also have to have an extremely healthy and fruitful cherry tree. Because if you don't, the birds will eat every goddamn cherry you ever grow on that thing. Acorns are on an entirely different level. That's an oak tree, essentially. Those are self-germinating no matter what. You can have a single one of those and you'll get freaking thousands of acorns off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the only drawback on that is whether or not the acorns that it drops are actually fertile or viable enough to grow another tree off of it. That is the only thing.
I'm not an oak specialist.
I have oak trees everywhere down here.
Oh, yeah, I got them here, too.
I think I would because I live in the desert. No, for some stupid reason, the place that I like to go fishing, or at least walk around that has fishing, they've got oak trees everywhere down there.
What kind of oak trees?
Fuck, I'd have to take a look at the leaves and actually take a picture next time I'm down there.
If they're the chink pin oak trees, I need a couple seeds.
I think they might be. I will have to double check the next time I'm at that location.
Big old giant leaves on them.
Well, the trees themselves aren't any higher than like 8 or 10 feet, so it's really hard to tell. Now, the next time I'm at the bank, which should be this week, I will try to take a picture of the leaves off of the oak. There's an oak tree over there. This damn thing's like 18 feet tall.
Mhm.
So I will take a picture of the leaves and see if I can't identify specifically which leaf it is, or maybe just identify it from the bark. But
Tree.
that thing will drop acorns roughly the size of what's it? What, I've seen acorns come off that thing almost the size of golf balls.
That's probably the Chinpin oak tree.
But I've also gotten smaller ones that are, kind of around like walnut or almond size. So
Same eardrops.
I wish I had an oak tree that goddamn big. Yeah, Drops, weren't you complaining last time about that? The damn squirrels just throwing off the acorns, throwing them at your roof just to piss you off?
Oh, they're doing the same thing with the pecan tree, too. Here.
Oh, I'm still so pissed, man. I paid $30 for that damn pecan tree, and I don't think the sumbitch made it. I have 3 trees up front. $75, almost $90 worth of trees. Did not do shit. I
Oh,
am
for fuck's.
pissed.
Yep, I'm pissed as well.
Because one of them was an all-around almond. And when I bought that tree, it looked healthy as all hell. Had little notes on it saying, hey, I'm going to go, and I planted it.
No.
I had fruit trees that I kept in my greenhouse for 4 or 5 months.
Oh, Mandy, yeah.
With virtually no water, planted them, and they're all currently growing like freaking weeds out in the back. 2 of them were apple trees, and 1 of them was a cherry tree.
Buddy.
And they were going absolutely nuts. I shit you not, I had them in the greenhouse for like 4 or 5 months before I planted them in a planter.
Star wants to know what's going on with the structure by your window.
Ooh. So that one is a shade structure. It's essentially a pre-shed frame, but I am not I'm not enclosing it. It's not getting any plywood walls. It is essentially a shade structure for next summer. I was planning on doing it this summer, but I do not feel like building a construction project when it's 105 fucking degrees outside. I'm sorry, but no. So I've been working on that little by little with free wood that I get from a hot tub place right down the street from where I work. I know the guy that owns it. So I always talk to him. I'm like, hey, I'm going to grab all this shit out there. He goes, go for it. If it's outside the store, take it. So I've got all kinds of fence posts. I've collected 4 or 5 7-foot pallets with actual 7-foot 2x4s. That's the only thing I really care about on those pallets is the 2x4s. So essentially, I'm basically making a shade screen. You'll when we get together tomorrow, I'll show you what's going on with that. But yeah, I'm working on that little project. That'll give me a place to set all my partial sunlight plants in an area where they're not going to get roasted by the sun, and it'll actually be able to grow fairly easy. So I'm going to have a lot of my herbs in there because herbs require sunlight, but they don't require direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm good with it. It just gives me something to work on. And frankly, I have to rebuild one wall and make an adjustment to another one. But essentially, I should have that done for what I need in like 3-4 days if I actually work on it. Tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of work on it, but I won't be able to work on it anymore until next Tuesday. So, yeah, I've got a lot of plans for it, but right now I can only do so much, mainly because of work and also the fact that we're running out of sunlight very quickly.
Yeah. Like I said, I got 2 big magnolia trees here on my property.
Do not have magnolia. I want oak trees, but I really want to start planting more fruit trees.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that's left, but I'm going to step away for a moment. I got to go talk to man about a bush.
No worries.
I'm hoping I start getting. Yeah, I'm hoping to start getting blooms on the peas next week.
Nice. Yeah, me too. Mine are going slow.
Mine are going ballistic. Which reminds me, I need to water them tomorrow. Yeah, the Anaheim is starting to come back. We got a little scorched. But yeah, I need to get some of those hot cherry peppers. I love those things. I want to pickle those with a little bit of cauliflower and carrots.
That'd be nice.
Oh yeah. I gotta plant the daikon radish next week. I need to start the garlic, and this time I'm gonna leave them outside of the greenhouse because I need the chill hours on them. What else? I need to get some of the lettuce planted. I need to get the greenhouse moved and get that set up. Then towards the middle of October, I need to get it covered. Get the cover on it. I'm gonna put a visqueen over the top of it so it creates an air pocket, so it'll be kind of somewhat insulated. So I won't have to use so much heat this year because I got to heat the whole greenhouse this year. I'm not gonna do the section of it like I did last winter. So I need to get the trenching done, get that over there. Get the electricity installed.
Crossflow.
Sounds like you've got a lot to get done before winter kicks in.
Oh yeah, but it's finally cooling off. I was actually out weed eating after work today. It was only 85 degrees, but I was only out there for 15 minutes. But still, if I do anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes a day when I get off of work, it'll all add up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like doing 20 minutes of work after work in the garden does not seem like you get anywhere. Me personally.
Well, like I said, I'm almost wiped out by the time I get home from work.
Yeah, you and me both. You actually, the thing is, you work a longer shift than I do.
Yeah, but I'm also constantly moving as well.
Yeah, so am I. We both. I mean, I don't know. I think, Jason, if you and me both decided to get a Fitbit and started tracking how much mileage we have,
geez, yeah.
Jesus Christ, you'd probably get about average of 5 to 6 miles more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in a short area, and I'm constantly moving. I probably walk 5 miles a day.
Yeah, but I go up and down the aisles. I got to run over to the plumbing, run back over to the electrical, back to plumbing.
Like I said, you probably get about 8 miles more than I do.
I do about 18 Ks a day. Whatever that is in miles.
Drop
8K or 18?
Yeah, get the solar system set up for the greenhouse.
I do about 11 miles a day.
That's a lot.
At work. On average.
That is a good amount of walking.
Oh yeah, like I said, when I was with the city, I would do anywhere between 16 to 18,000 steps a day at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably did about 10, 15 miles a day, give or take, walking.
And that's with the backpack sprayer or tugging a hose.
Oop, we got a good update here.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Okay.
Some mother-baby bonding.
Oh, good. Yes.
That is very, very good news.
Let's see how long they keep her in there. You know what I just realized? I have not seen Lori.
Oh, yeah.
For like 3 weeks.
Oh, I haven't seen some of them. Yeah, some of the others I haven't seen in a couple of weeks.
Drops is still alive, by the way. He was on Collins on Thursday, so
yeah.
I know he's still there. Surprised he hasn't popped up on here. He knows full well what time I go live. But again, it could be the fact that he may or may not have power.
Who's this?
Drops. I mean, sorry, not Drops. Sorry, Drops. Freaking Doug.
Oh, Doug, yeah.
DLC Florida.
Yeah.
So surprised I haven't seen him on here. But again, like I said, I saw him on Thursday. He goes, I'm alive.
Yeah.
All right. So whether or not he is between then and now, whether or not he is still alive is up.
Yeah, electricity and the internet is going to be sketchy in that area for a couple of weeks.
They said 2.8 million people without power.
Yeah.
That is a lot of power outage.
Yeah, and believe me, there's a lot of linemen out there doing a lot of extra work.
They're probably working 24/7 in shifts to get this crap working again.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully they're treating everybody better than the people in Houston were.
What do you mean?
Oh my God! When Houston had that big ass ice storm like 2 years,
No, the last hurricane, Beryl came through. You got the linemen out there trying to get all the power up, and people are going out there with their, rifles and telling them to hurry up.
Oh, now that's wrong.
It is wrong.
You don't go out there and you do not threaten your electrician, because all they got to do is be like, "All right, I'm done for the day. Good luck. You'll get electricity."
But they're there though. That's what I don't get. They're there. They're trying to get it done.
They want their power on, not somebody else's on.
Oh, piss off.
Yeah.
Sorry for.
Really, a lot of that is just let them replace the goddamn fuses on the breakers on the freaking power lines, and eventually you will get power.
Leave them alone. You're slowing them down.
Exactly. Let them do their job.
Yep.
You're all in the same boat. Get over it.
All right, Des, how many of the Waffle Houses and the Whataburgers have power?
Right?
Probably none.
Well, no, those usually have the power back on first. That's the joke. Or some of the memes that were showing, the Waffle House is all boarded up, ready for the hurricane. You know shit's going down now.
When you lose Waffle House, Perkins, IHOP, and Denny's, you're screwed.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen a Denny's close under any circumstance. So if you ever see a Denny's boarded up and closed, you might
there's
as
no
well
power or
leave
water.
the goddamn state.
Yeah.
Oh, it's raining.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you got going? Let me take a quick look here.
Well, there you go. So it looks like they got, according to Grace, they had linemen already set for backup before this actually happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were already lined up in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
I seen a thing on, sorry, Cliffy. I seen a thing on TikTok. They were doing like a aerial drone footage, and you just see like trucks after trucks after trucks of like different companies lined up waiting for when the hurricane hit and that. I thought that's pretty well coordinated, considering you don't get nothing like that over here.
No, like I said, the power grid here, if shit goes down, everybody shows up. It's not much rain, Mandy.
No, but it's still rain.
Yeah.
That's why Boo Boo's sitting next to me.
He's always next to you, though.
He doesn't like the rain. But I know the weather's changing because he's been going outside barking like a banshee every 5 freaking minutes.
He doesn't like the rain. What is he, a goddamn cat?
Yeah. I've got a raincoat for him that I put him on so he can go out and have a pee and a poo, and then he comes back inside. Well,
I mean, I guess it makes sense because he is an extreme.
There it is. Ooh, uh-oh. Hold on. Let me get back over to the weather radar here.
Yeah, it's funny that those actually have oil in them.
What?
They have oil in batteries.
In what?
Transformers?
Oh, we had that way. 2 magpies get blown up by a transformer the other day. We were out without power for a while.
Yay! Fucking packed up the
Yeah, hold on. I saw the lightning data, and there's a bunch of lightning over there by Jamaica, and we have some convection going right now. And looks like we might start having rotation.
Oh, that's not good, is it? Rotation, you mean twisters?
No, as in cyclone
Down here? Over there?
here. You call them cyclones, they're hurricanes here.
Oh, yeah. Right. I get what you mean.
No, not for you.
You know, honestly, on that one, Drops, 24 hours without power is not that bad.
No.
It is for me. I can't sleep.
Well, yeah, if you're trying to sleep, yes, that's a problem.
Is that
If you're
because
not
you
trying to
sleep with a
sleep-
fan?
Nope, CPAP.
Oh, CPAP. My sister's the same. She's got a CPAP machine.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
Jason has
can't-
generators.
I can't
Yeah.
sleep because I can't run the fan. I need noise to sleep. Although if it's too, unless I'm camping, it's a different story. But at
You need
home,
white noise. You need a white noise
I need-
background.
yeah.
Yeah, she needs something in the background.
Yeah, that
See,
means
like
you
when
have
I'm out
that hearing
camping,
loss.
you can hear probably birds and animals and crickets chirping and stuff like that. So that's fine. But here it's that quiet. I just can't sleep.
Well, no, that means you have hearing damage.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
And that's due to wearing a lot of earphones and earbuds, having them up too loud, and also working on the mines.
Yep. Yeah, to the mines, the equipment. Yes.
Yep.
Mine's all the heavy equipment. And shooting didn't help a whole lot either.
Depends on what you're shooting, but yeah,
Oh, big bore rifles.
loud recoil, loud boom, essentially.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah.
loud boom.
I worked 7 years in essentially a production plant, so I have some, but I mean, it's not like extreme. I'd say maybe 5 to 10% hearing damage, but I also wore earplugs 90% of the time, so it wasn't as bad.
Certain noises hurt my ears too.
Usually those transformers are full of
Amanda,
what is
Amanda.
it? The mineral oil.
don't make me bust out the Fox 40.
Oh, don't you dare!
That son of a bitch. I've done that outside, and that shit is loud as hell.
It is loud. I don't know what happened to mine.
Dude, my Fox 40 just sits right here. I have like 4 or 5 whistles. And this thing, there is no pee in it at all. There's like no rattle.
No, mine didn't have it either.
But Jesus Christ, this thing is like hearing an air raid siren.
Yes, drops. And when they catch on fire, it is the most awful black smoke.
Oh, yeah.
The mineral oil. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. I honestly thought it was just 2 transformer cables, like essentially like 2 terminals going in there and just whatever. There were some when I hit. There were some people that were out of power for like 2 weeks. And again, that's the problem with. God damn it! I hate when I have an empty cup and I'm talking and I can hear an echo in the damn chamber.
Now, when we had the last hurricane just went through Louisiana, those folks didn't. Some of them haven't had power in 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months.
But here's what I don't understand. Okay, they know every year this shit's gonna happen, and they do absolutely nothing to prepare for it.
Minimum. Like I
The
said,
bare minimum these guys do to prepare for it is to make sure they have supplies like food and water. That does not help me if I do not have a method of cooking.
Or storing food.
I'm gonna poke you in the ear hole.
Look, can you see my watch?
Yeah.
yeah, it's 10. No, they do the actual minimum to get everything back up and running, and then they don't come back and do the permanent.
Yeah, they don't help. It's like
the
a
power
bad
companies
version
here-
of FEMA.
Well, no, the power companies here are so small they don't make a whole lot of money.
But wouldn't they be paid wouldn't they be paid by the government though to fix the transformers and power
They're
lines
all
and whatever?
independent. They're all independent. It's
So
not
the
like
government,
yeah,
the
it's not like
government doesn't
SRP.
pay them.
No, it's not like a company like SRP there in Arizona. They are one of the top tiers for electrical provider.
But the power lines, transformers, and everything else should be run under the government. So if they're down, broken, or not working, and people come out to fix it, the government should be paying them to fix it.
Unfortunately, not. It's all state or city run, and majority of that is all taxpayer dollars.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Really?
Yes, when it comes to the power grid, majority of households or private citizens, we get the short end of the stick on that.
It's like here, if a transformer goes down or a pole needs to be replaced or, due to a storm, Western Power gets their crew together, come out, and they get it fixed. The government does it.
No,
Not here in the U.S.
it's not federal government. It's all local municipalities or private.
Yeah, private tier or like city or statewide, depending.
Yeah.
And there is
That's
not
wrong.
necessarily any guarantee that if you don't have power, they're going to go out and fix it right away.
Listen, to drop a power pole in here now, the minimum $1,200.
That's
Minimum.
wrong. I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Somebody's got to pay for everything. Got to pay for the
Yeah.
lineman. You got to pay for the gear. Got to pay for the wire.
Gotta pay-
Labor?
You got to pay for labor and hazard pay because they're working on live power lines.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You make one small mistake and your ass is a crispy barbecue.
Now with that, you get two poles. You get the power pole, and then you also have the transmission pole. So the power pole is the one that has the meter on it and the breaker box, and then you have another pole that goes in there to support the distance. Anything longer than that, you have to pay additional.
That's wrong.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, rarely down here, even in my location, I think the longest I was out of power at any given time was like maybe 5 hours.
Yeah, but like in Arizona, they're in the Phoenix area, they started putting everything underground in conduit. If it needs to be replaced, you can yank it out and shove another one in a matter of 30 minutes.
No, yeah, because all you got to do is attach one end of the new cable to the end of the other cable, just drag it through the pipe.
Yeah, I know dragging through the pipe is a little bit slow because they don't rip it through there. They actually gently pull it through.
Yeah,
At like what, 1 foot every, or like was it 10 feet a minute is about the max they can do.
well, yeah, because again, you don't want to put too much pressure on there because if you put too much pressure on there, you rip the new cable that you're pulling in, and then you have to back that shit out and start the process over.
All over there. You got to pull the mule tape through. Yeah, but yeah, like I said,
In some spots, yes, drops, they do grease the cables when they drag them through, but a lot of the times they will not do it. They will drag that shit through there dry.
They'll lube it. It's a really funny lube too. It is sticky, but yet greasy at the same time.
Yes,
And then after a while, it dries up.
So it's along the lines similarly of like hand sanitizer.
No, like it's almost the consistency of Dawn soap. Okay, but it evaporates like KY jelly.
So,
Good way of putting it.
It's the only way I can explain it.
Makes sense. No, I can understand how that works.
Yeah.
From a
Yeah.
high IQ standpoint.
And a lot of times they're not dragging copper through; they're dragging aluminum.
Yeah, aluminum does not bend for shit.
No, if it kinks, it's done. You can't kink it. It's cheap and it's light.
Cheap, it's light. It does conduct electricity, but it's also corrosive protective because aluminum has its own properties of creating its own coating to make it rust or like corrosive resistant.
Oh no, that stuff's corrosive. It breaks down quick. It breaks down faster than copper.
But
Like I
yeah,
said,
copper
it's
corrodes,
life.
but, I mean, if copper was that big of an issue for corrosion, the goddamn Statue of Liberty would have already crumbled into the water.
Oh yeah.
That thing's been
No,
sitting there for what, 200 years?
They
150
did it in the 80s and 90s.
They started that, if I'm not mistaken, in the freaking 40s.
Yeah, the only thing with the other bad thing about aluminum is when you put power through it, it vibrates a lot more than copper does. Therefore, where the lugs are, it will actually vibrate, and it'll actually shift its molecular structure, and it'll actually become loose. Now it starts to arc. There's your heat. Then it'll start to catch fire. And they also have to have a diametric grease that they put on it to keep it from turning into a white powder. Basically, the aluminum will break down.
Yeah, the aluminum oxide,
Yeah.
essentially. Which I don't understand how an aluminum can have like literally one of the most corrosive items inside of it, but doesn't break down.
Yeah. And also with aluminum, you also have to up the size by 2 for how many amps you're going to be drawing. So like 200 amps, you need a 2-watt wire. Okay, it gives you 195 amps, but that's what they give you for 200. Now, and that's going to be for a short distance for 15, 25 feet. Anything longer than that, you need to go to a 3-aught. Now, with aluminum, you need to go to 4-aught just to carry the same amount of amperage. What's wrong?
Ew, gross. Amanda's playing Skyrim.
Oh,
I was playing Rage before, but
I can see her out here. She's grossly playing Skyrim.
yeah. Like I said, at work we have that 4442, and I get a lot of people that are in their 30s, a little bit younger, and they're going to go hook up a mobile home or put a meter on the house, and they go, oh no, we're going to go with aluminum. I says, okay, here's the plus side of the aluminum and the downside. And when they hear the downside, they're going, oh my goodness, are you serious? I says, yes. I try to get them to go copper.
Well,
If they're really strict with budget and they have no option, then they have to go with it.
I was gonna say copper versus aluminum cost wise, aluminum is I feel like it's 2 to 3 times more expensive than copper.
No, aluminum's cheap. The 4442 is 4 wires together, and it's $870 something per linear foot for all 4 wires together. Now you get the 2-aught wire. Now you're talking $6 a foot per foot. It's not sold in a multi-conductor. So you got to times it by 3. And if it's a sub panel that you're feeding, you have to add a 4th wire at number 4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run some number 8 copper wire.
So you're talking like 20 with a conduit. Now you're talking installation anywhere between $24 to $28 per linear foot. And with the 4442, it is a direct bury wire for under $9 a foot.
Yeah, copper wire is still a better way to go.
Oh yeah. Well, copper's got a lifespan of like 90 years. You're lucky to get 14 to 16 if you do all the maintenance every 6 months with the aluminum wire. You might get it to go 14 to 16 years.
The only way you're gonna get aluminum wire to last longer than that is if that was either a powder coated or in its own insulating sleeve.
Now, first, I've heard of some people using solder at the end of the wires where they put it in the terminals, which will help keep it from vibrating as much. You still get the conductivity, and you still got 200 inch-pounds on the wire.
Technically, a lot of the stuff they did in the 70s was considered fire hazard.
Yeah, no. With aluminum, you can go from box A to box B, and that's all as you can do. You cannot use it for any outlets or anything. It's only from breaker box to breaker box. That is still allowed here.
That's as far as I know, everything down here regulation wise for fire
Now,
code
on
and
your,
whatnot.
on your telephone poles, that's not copper. That's aluminum. When they take it off of the dead man or the transformer and run it to your weatherhead on your house, it's aluminum.
I'm gonna have to actually check that because I've had to replace that when we did the roof on here. We had to redo the weatherhead.
Yeah, copper's too heavy.
I don't know what we did. Well, you should see the. I'll have to show you the pictures of the. I'll send you a picture one of these days of the weatherhead that actually.
Yeah.
Dude, mine's on a steel pipe. Like it's like on a 3-inch steel pipe.
Yeah, it's 2-inch rigid. Is what the standard with the use. But they want you to connect 18 inches or longer outside of the weatherhead to connect to the electrical grid, which is to be the aluminum wire. Then it goes from copper from there, where they make the connections through the weatherhead down to the meter, and then from the meter to the primary breaker box is going to be copper.
Yeah, from the head to the box is copper, and I think I have from the. So it runs from the top of the house all the way to the pole, which is just right on the corner of my property.
Yeah, that's going to be aluminum.
40 feet, but that's a steel cable, and then everything runs along that steel cable.
Yeah. But generally, it's going to be aluminum.
Yeah, not down here. It ain't. Normally, probably yes, but in my location, due to high winds, everything down here is on steel cables. Otherwise, because if you had aluminum, that aluminum flexing that much would break after a couple of days.
You'd be surprised how well the aluminum wire does as long as it's stretched out. As soon as you try and roll it up and you kink it, it's done.
Oh, that's like every other wire. You kink it, and you never get that straight ever again.
No, copper you can actually kink. It's forgiving. But yeah, you still might have a little bit of that kink left in there, but it's not going to snap inside of that jacket.
True.
Like the aluminum does.
It's like it reminds me of like electrical cords, or extension cords. You roll those up to a certain way, a certain amount of time, and I've got 3 electrical cords in my house that have like this weird curl to them because of the way you wrap them.
That's overheated.
It's not even overheated. It's just wrapping them. You do the whole over this way.
Oh, yeah.
So the cables inside, they twist against the outside casing, and then you have this weird like spiral, and you can't undo that.
If you can see, the wire looks like it's shrunk on it, and you can see the ribs of the inner wire from the outer jacket. The cord is overheated.
I've never had an issue with cords overheating. I always get the appropriate cord size for what we need.
Stop.
Yeah.
Well, copper can be brittle too, if you get it under certain temperatures, but it's going to be a lot more forgiving than, again, like aluminum. Aluminum has a certain give to it, and then that's it.
Yeah, but like I said, copper is the best way to go. The problem is going from pole to pole, it's too heavy.
Well, like what Grace is saying, the connections between different metals, between copper and aluminum, you're going to lose a lot of current.
Conductivity, yeah. It's going to create heat. Anytime you make a bend in a wire, it's going to create heat.
You see, I'm not an electrician. I just have enough basic knowledge to.
I'm not either. I just paid attention when
not destroy myself touching electrical wires.
My dad's the electrician, so. And I learned everything within 2 to 3 weeks when I had to rewire this house. A lot of the codes and everything else, all the new updates, and I try and stay up on it for work.
Makes it easier for work. That way, if somebody asks you a question, you know what the hell you're talking about, and you don't send them home with shit that'll kill them.
Oh no. The thing I hate the most is this is the wire that's recommended for an oven. You for a short distance you can get away with an 8-3, but if you're gonna be going longer than 15, 20 feet, I would go with the 6-3. And no, we'll just take the 10-2 and go home, or the 10-3 and go home. I'm going. Yep. I'll let the fire department know to come and put your fire out for you.
Yeah. And Grace is saying Ohm's law. I know that one too. It's like a 2 amp gauge or a 2 amp gap, but you're trying to stick a 12 amp wire through it. I'm like, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. No, like I said, people just try to go. They try to cheap out, and it costs them longer in the long run. Yeah, you try to power a range with a 30 amp wire and it wants 50. Like I said, tell the guys that with the RVs, 30 amp, 50 amp. Okay, how far are you going? Is it going to be lived in? Is it going to be used just for storage?
And again, even with that, it all depends on the length of the cable. The longer your cable is, the less conductivity you're going to get from the breaker to where your shit's at.
Yeah.
I mean, you could technically wire an electric stove with 12 gauge, but you run the risk of like 3 or 4 side effects. Either A, you're going to burn out your stove, B, you're going to catch your house on fire, or the third option is going to blow up your breaker.
No, it's just going to catch fire. Breaker's not going to catch it in time.
Yeah, the breaker might, but again, you might blow up your breaker with that much amperage on a freaking 12-watt wire.
Breaker will not trip. Yeah, like I said, you got people trying to run, 200 feet to run a 50 amp RV, and they say, "Oh yeah, we can get away with the, with the 10 gauge." That says, "No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're gonna overheat your wire."
You're gonna burn out your cable and burn out your connections.
I told them the safest, most efficient way you're gonna get power out that way is you're gonna have to use number 2 wire, and you have to run a 100 amp box, 200 feet. Then you can put in your 50, 30, 20 RV box.
At least she's got it displayed today.
Yeah.
Along with the Caterpillar that's climbing up her wall.
Number 2, to go 200 feet would be the bare minimum to run that. Then they see the price on it, and it says, "Okay, go have them drop in a new pole."
Ew, Amanda, what is that behind you?
It's a boo.
She's not even paying attention. Normal, she's like, "Get me off big screen."
No, sorry, I had to concentrate on a mission for a second.
So it even drops them now. For every 100 feet, you are going to lose 3 to 7% of your performance consecutively per 100 feet. It's not going to be, okay, over 200 feet, I lost 6%. No. You got to go, you lose 3% your first 100. Now you're down to 97. Okay, now you have to take away 3% from that. And it drops from there.
Yeah, what is it that stupid question? How many times can you subtract 1 from 100 or 10 from 100?
Yeah. All right. Good night, Des. I know I need to go into bed. It's 11 o'clock here. I'm gonna take a nap and go to work.
Got you, Des. Yep, I remember from him. He was talking about that yesterday. But yep, you take care, be well, be safe, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Good night, Drops. Good night, Mandy. Good night.
Good night.
Be well,
Everybody be safe. And remember, never touch your tongue on a live wire.
No.
But that's the best way to test whether or not it's got electrical current to it.
That'll be the last buzz you ever get.
Yeah, it might rattle the brain a little.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Be well, be safe. Night, Molly.
Bye, Molly.
Then we're down to 2. Looks like we'll go another couple of minutes, and we'll do at the top of according to the hour of this. So I'm not going to sit here all night because I would like to get a little bit of stuff done outside before I completely decide to pass out today.
Yeah, I've still got washing I got to get done.
I know you haven't even left to start doing laundry yet, which is a shock.
Nope. I got the majority of it done yesterday. I think I've got 2 loads left today because I've done all my
Nice.
bedding yesterday. Yeah, no. How about no, Grace?
Grace, a 9-volt battery is not that bad. It tingles a little bit, but it's not like it's going to hurt.
It doesn't matter. Still a big no.
It's 30,000 VAC at 6 amps. It only takes 1 amps to kill somebody, but you might have gotten lucky on that one. It might have been a diffused amps.
I got electrocuted by lightning through the power lines.
I remember that was like, what, 3-4 years ago?
Oh, way longer than that. Years and years and years and years.
No, ain't that when you tried to go outside the door and you got like shot across your room?
Yeah, no, that was what, 15 years ago?
I don't know. I don't remember when I haven't known you for that long.
No. I told you about it a few years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I remember you telling me about it.
Yep.
But it's not pleasant, Grace, but it's not like licking a 9-volt battery is going to really do a lot of damage. Now, licking an electric fence may be a whole nother story because that's going to hurt like hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you, Drops. Speaking of which, Amanda, did you guys ever get that electric fence issues figured out?
Yes, unfortunately.
What was the problem? Was it the battery or was it the connections?
Groundings.
Ah.
We've got some stuff we're going to try to see if we can do better groundings in summer. But
really, all you need is a 6-foot piece of copper pipe and you just nail that bastard into the ground and put your ground on that.
Yeah. It's because we've got really sandy soil, so it doesn't stay wet very long and it doesn't do what it's meant to do.
Ooh, Grace. I've felt that. I've grabbed an electric fence during an electrical storm, and yeah, let's just say that was not fun. It's almost as bad as directly peeing from like an inch away on a live electrical socket.
Yep.
Not
not
fun.
Pleasant.
Jesus Christ. What the hell? That was like the fastest 4 minutes I've ever seen in the history of 4 minutes. Like, holy shit. But anyways, folks, all right, so we're going to wind her down tonight. I'm at the 10 o'clock mark for my time. I would still like to do a little bit of stuff outside before I have to pass out today and go back to work and get my butt handed to me because of football season.
Oh, lovely.
But anyways, Amanda,
Goodbye.
thank you for joining me. Grace, Jason,
having me.
Molly, Cecilia, Colin, my neighbor, Star, Drops, Rob on the road who's here, Blake, Ryan, surprisingly, for Mr. Dez as well. Thank you all for joining me this week. Hope you all have a good weekend.
See you later. See
Be
you
well,
later,
be safe.
Cliffy.
And don't do anything I would do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to catch you on the next one. This is going to be Fox It Outdoors signing off. Y'all